Yeah, people, thank you so much for finding the time to join the Watch Along show. I hope it's going to today. No need for the intro and all that because the game is actually about to kick off. So, yeah, no, we have to follow it from the first second to the final second. I hope we get a win today. And as you're coming in, please make sure you're dropping the likes on the stream and also do subscribe to the channel if you haven't. The likes to go a long way. So, thank you so much for finding the time to join the show today. I appreciate that. Let's go, let's go, let's get the win today, people. Let's get the win today. There you go. The game is up and running. Just give me a second. I want to open the game in multiple windows because some of the channels are slower than the others. So I usually use some for replays. And some actually, you could say, a few seconds late. But this one is pretty much in time. Nearly 40 seconds late. Yeah, that's crazy. But let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, people. If you haven't, take a second, drop a like on the stream and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't, let's go. Yes, the 343 dilemma. Welcome back. We'll go again. Hopefully, we'll get all 3 points today. Yep. Let's see what we can do here. That should be a foul. What happened? Why are you saying, oh, what happened? I hope he's okay. Oh my goodness, that's some dangerous play right there. I just saw what you're saying. Oh, it should be at least a yellow. Oh my goodness, that doesn't look good, really. That does not look good for Felix. I hope he's okay. I hope he's okay. Yes, people, keep liking the stream. Keep liking the stream. If you haven't, drop a like on the stream and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't, hopefully we'll make it a 3 wins and a bounce. On the bounce, yep, 3 wins on the bounce. That will go a long way for us. Even if Felix is going up, I don't think Gallagher is the right profile player to replace him, and Gallagher is the one warming up. And honestly, I do not want to see that. Watching with you, bro. Thank you so much, Annie Zion, for finding the time to join us for the watch along. If you're in the chat, if you haven't, I know if you love Chelsea Perspective, believe me, you will love Blue Clouds Media. Just click the 3 dots to the right of his name. Click on go to channel. Be sure to subscribe. You will not regret it. That was a serious, dangerous play. He didn't get even the yellow. That's a reckless play, but I think Felix will be all right. Yeah, he's all right. Good to see. But I was going to ask, I saw Gallagher warming up. I asked Gallagher shouldn't even be the one to replace him if he can't continue. That's the wrong profile of player to do so, really. I'd rather make it a 4-2 3-4-2-1 and then play what's his name? Play Modric as one of the 2-8s. I think he's equipped to do well in that position. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Make them do some running there. Thank you so much for joining, brother. I appreciate that. How's that not a yellow? I don't know. Did they have a VAR and they checked it probably and still felt it was okay? That was a bad tackle, really, and she should have gotten the yellow at least. Kukurea again are doing a good job. I just did, bro. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. If that's any harder, Zhao is not playing football for a year. Yeah, it could have broken. He could have ended up being a broken ankle. Yeah, I get it. Good argument right there. wow, red card worthy. You could argue that, but they didn't even check it that much. Because where is the ball even close to his ankle? That's one question you got to ask. I think I'm starting to see the main reason why Kukurea is starting this game. I think his combination play with Koulibaly has been excellent, really. Referees are against us. How is that not even a yellow? Good question. I'm surprised the two. Kim, so I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing well. Thanks so much for finding the time to join the show. If it was Liverpool or City, it would have been a yellow. Had the Chelsea fan done that, it would have been at least a yellow, if not a straight red. In the case of Felix, he got a red for something less likely to hurt somebody, really. Yeah, but let's see what happens. It would have been, it did. Yellow, but too early in the game. Yeah, but just, do we have to allow somebody to kill somebody because it's too early in the game? That's how I see it. But I get your argument. No, please don't say that. That's not okay, really. Everton 1-up. Yep, let me see if I open that somewhere else and look at it. I think the result, they showed their goal on the screen here. Kovacic. Every time he plays, he shows up, then there's a party. But if it's not there, no party. No Kovacic, no party, seriously. Let's go, let's get a goal as soon as possible. Let's get a goal as soon as possible, people. Let's go. Yeah, I can argue that comfortably. The reason Kukurea had this game is that he has a good combination play with Koulibaly, good understanding overall. So yeah, good play, Kai. Good play, Kai. Let's go. Come on, go for it. Still on the line. Did he go out? He went out. Let me open this in another window here. It looks like these guys are correct. Modric is actually on the right hand side, not on the left. Yep, Felix is on the left. But you can say it's a fluid approach, so maybe they just rotated, but I'll pay good attention to that. I hope he lets him finish the game and not haul him off at halftime. That can be detrimental to his confidence. Let's see what we see here. Even the Dutch commentators are speaking about our potential Champions League win. They said last time we weren't doing good in England either. Yeah, and that's a good observation. We may well end up winning it, guys. Please share the stream if you're watching. If you can, share the link to whatever social media platform where you have presence, so that more people can join us. 6 likes. I know. Again, yep. But let's keep having fun here. People will still join us. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people, and also do subscribe to the channel if you haven't. The likes do go a long way. Let's go. Korea showing some confidence. That was really a big careless from Leicester City. I'm not sure what he was doing there. Let's go, people. Let's go. Come on. Change it on time, Enzo. Change it on time. Whoa. Kepa was off his line, so I'd say that was a risk, really. Nice ball. Come on, go for it, go for it, go for it. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Nice try, Kai. Did you find him? Put it back, put it back. Come on, let's go. A corner kick. That's a nice play there. Intelligence move, intelligent play, interplays from our player. I like to see that. Big up to you all. Wow. 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 Wow, Chile B, let's go! 1-0 up already. Let's go, Blues. Yep. Chile is home. Chile is at our home. Wow. Let's go! Wow, but that's an assist from Koulibaly. That's a delicious assist from Koulibaly. Yep. And he goes, yep. What do you have to say? Are you still booing me? What do you have to say? I'm listening. Say something. What a fine finish there. A good finish from him. I appreciate that goal from him, really. Big up to you too, King. So let's go, you Blues. Let's get a second goal. Modric is playing more essential, bro. Yep, I'll keep an eye on it. Maybe because, wow, what a take there. Let's see, what else do we have there? Some goal there. What a goal. A fine finish. An assist from Koulibaly. And say what you like about Koulibaly. He is our central. He's the central defender. He got the ball, didn't even boot it. He beat his man and put it into the box for Chile to finish. I give again respect to Koulibaly for getting an assist from deep. Man, what a play! One more goal, and we needed to shut that game by subbing in midfielders. Yep, I like that. It was a deliciously taken goal, and I appreciate that from Chile. What did Fofana do that he got a yellow? I hope he doesn't get upgraded to something. No, it wasn't intentional. He didn't know the guy was coming. He didn't know the guy was coming. I don't think that deserves a yellow, really. If that's a yellow, then yeah, that one on the other guy should have been a yellow. He actually tried to pull his leg off when he saw him. I'm not sure what they're doing. That shouldn't be a yellow, really. But yeah, but that's fine. We're winning. Chowa celebrates against his former club. Yep. Are you still booing me? That's the question I see him ask that. But that's a fine, well taken goal from Ben Chilwell. And Koulibaly, give him credit. He's an excellent player, really. I know a lot of people have had questions given the little struggles we saw from him, but I knew even at that time that he would come good. He only needed time. And those games were games where our defense weren't protected properly. So, yeah. Wow. This guy tried to score from that angle. And you know, the guy Bobby doesn't like. Let's go, let's go. Whoa, he almost went in. Yep. Oh yeah, he almost. Oh, okay. It wasn't the guy I thought that took it. Amate was what could have gotten at the end of that dangerous ball from Madison. Yep, it was Madison that took it. I love. Yeah, they boo him. It's his turn now. Sit down. We're on on the fox hunt. Yep, and yeah, and yep. But I respect Koulibaly for that play. Why are these guys diving? They're really diving, trying to get the free kickers outside our box. We still have issues. Our sixes struggle to do again off the ball. They struggle to protect the defense off the ball. But that's the least of my concerns. We'll start it well and hope it continues in that trajectory. Let me see what the ref does now. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, he's getting the Hazard treatment. I think he's probably he's been targeted intentionally. Even that second wasn't a yellow. Felix, yeah, he's getting the Hazard treatment. And this ref is biased, man. I want to say biased at this point, but yeah, should have the first offense, the first tackle on Felix on his ankle should have been at least a yellow card. The player that tackled him like that should have at least been yellow carded. Man, give Koulibaly some respect. See where he picked Ben Chilwell from on this particular offside play there. But give Koulibaly his footballing intelligence. Give him some credit. See where he picked Chilwell from. That was delicious, really. Much respect for him. What a player he is. And I don't think he's going anywhere. Because, by the way, Thiago Silva will most likely not participate that much next season. And Koulibaly is the younger of the two and still have a lot to give. His passing ability is excellent. Honestly, if I were a coach, as Koulibaly ages, I'd start playing him in the midfield area. He's a fine player, and I think because the manager has shown him that he trusts him, I think he's starting to come into his own, and he's gonna go a long way for us. Let's see what else we have here. No yellow again for Leicester City. Yeah, surprisingly, but Fofana got a yellow for that one, even though in his case, he didn't see the player, but when he saw him, he was reluctant to go further for the ball. And had he kicked hard as he wanted to kick, the player would have been hurt badly. But yeah, he still got the yellow card for that. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Nice try there. Nice try from deep. Yellow card only have Chelsea players and a minimum. Yeah, I don't think. I think that was what's the name? Leicester City should have at least one yellow card now before being honest, but I'm not sure what the ref is doing. But yeah, it's too early to say he's biased. Let's just pay attention. But usually we're not lucky with referees, so yeah, I wouldn't argue too much against that. Let's go, people. Let's go. As you're coming in, please drop a like on the stream and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. The likes to go along with. Thank you so much for all the support. Koulibaly again, his vision, man, his vision. The passes he picks up, give him some respect. Wow, who is that saying that in that? Oh my goodness. Let's go, people. Let's go, people. Yet another good insight on KK again from you, Coach. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I think I can say he's a player I know so much than most Chelsea fans, honestly. But yeah, thank you. Before I start blushing now from that praise from you. Let's go. If we can get a second goal, that will go a long way. Hurricane scores for Tottenham versus Nottingham Forest, so they're one up. Tottenham are one up. They're everywhere. They haven't performed consistently. Come on, man. That was a lame shot from Havertz, really. Hello to you too, Chama. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for finding the time to join the show. I appreciate that. Yep, thank you. Let's go, people. Let's go. Let's get another goal. Let's get another goal. The goal will go a long way for us. I hope we do as soon as possible. That was a fine finish by Harry Kane. I just saw the goal. Oh, you just woke up? Okay. Good start. A good start. Your day starts well by seeing that we're one goal up. Yep. So I would like to be you, just waking up to Chelsea being one goal up. Yep. Okay. The front three seem to be liquid. They are everywhere, not really fixed up. That's always been the case. But sometimes it just comes across as confusion. But I don't think that's the case. But the truth again, you could also argue they haven't mastered the art of you can say applying the liquid approach if that's how you prefer to hear it to be. Yeah, a bit of confusion sometimes in terms of player placement. Let's see, Chile is on fire, man. Let's see, yep. Modric forbidden from touching the ball. To me, let me see where he's deployed. Really, he's everywhere. I think there's still a bit of confusion. I know, I get it. It's a liquid approach, like you called it, but there's a bit of confusion. The players are everywhere. Yeah. So good observation there from you, Glenn. I hope we fix that. Let's see, what do we have here? It only works when they know each other well. Modric hasn't played enough for that, in my opinion. So he'd be better off positioned on the flanks and not anywhere. And not as one of the eights in this case, like what I'm seeing. So it's not even clear what they're doing in the front three there. Let's go, people. 8 likes. We can do better than that. Let's get it up. Let's get it up. Let's get it up before we get to the halftime analysis. Look at how scared Felix is. Felix is at 50-50 because the ref is not protecting him, so he has to be cautious. He has to protect himself by being cautious. So I agree with that argument right there. That should have been at least a yellow card. And why that isn't, I honestly do not know. Why that wasn't a yellow, I don't know. And for Wesley Fofana got a yellow card for a tackle that was actually less risky than the one that was against Felix. I'm still concerned about our behavior off the ball. I'm still really concerned about our behavior off the ball, especially in the midfield area. We don't press as a unit in the midfield area. There's a bit of confusion there. I hope he sorts it out as soon as possible. And Modric, he's looked confused. He's looked confused, really. Of course, Felix again. Oh my goodness. Felix again. That's 3 overall in his Chelsea career. Unlucky. Yeah, it'd be interesting to hear what Roger has to say about that when he comes in. Come on, man. Yeah, it just looks like, the goalkeeper and the goalpost has always been our target. I don't know what else to say about that. The man and the post, he needs some salt water. Maybe he needs to go see whatever higher being he believes in. He needs to see, or maybe just but square it. He could have squared it for A safer option would have been to square it from Modric. And all Modric will do is just, we need to do is just a tapping. How unlucky can somebody be? Really? How unlucky can somebody be? Wow. That is unbelievable, really. Holy tamale, what did I just watch? Oh my goodness. Football gods are taking the beat. Yeah. Like, what the heck? What is Felix and the post? And they is a forbidden relationship. Possibly he needs to go spiritual. Really. Why not a simple finish? I think the goalkeeper came closer, closed him up. So the only option, the better option, with that cheap, or maybe squaring it to Modric, who made a good run. Oh! Yeah, two options. Again, that's cheap, or maybe squaring it for Modric, but probably he didn't see Modric making that run on the right hand side. Should have squared, but that's how he plays. Yep. Why not simple pass? Yep. Yeah, simple pass to Modric. Yep. Maybe Felix should be assisting rather than attempting. I mean, what could go wrong with that? Yeah. And we were lucky not to have considered an equalizing goal there. You're joking. I'm not. I'm glad you're watching on your TV and you did see that yourself. It just looks like at the goalpost is the target. Modric wide open once again, but didn't get the ball. Yeah, he should have passed the ball to Modric, but he wanted to go for to himself. And I think that's something I don't like. Maybe, like I said, even under Thomas Tuchel, had we not been, had we been a little less selfish, would have scored more goals under Thomas Tuchel than we did. So had he been a little selfish and looked up and see Modric making that beautiful run on the right hand side, it would have been a simple tapping from Modric, but he didn't look up. Yeah, but let's see what happens here. He always tries to go for the spectacular, and that's why Felix numbers make him look less prolific. I think in that case, I have an argument for him. The goalkeeper closed him in. The goalkeeper closed him off quickly. So he didn't have much of an option than to chip. I think I'll look at it again when I see it. Man, Koulibaly, what a player. He could have had 2 assists today. Or maybe, the second ball before the assist, the one he found Chilwell, but we didn't put it to good use. Let's go, people. We need another goal as soon as possible. Says, okay. Isa, how are you? Thank you so much for joining the show. It doesn't bode well for Felix if he keeps us being selfish and hitting the goalpost. Remember, he's on loan. It doesn't, I think, but the manager has to say something to him too. I get it. He should look up, try to see. That has been a Chelsea thing. Once we get to the final third, everybody wants to be the scorer. And the truth is, had he looked up, I think we'll be 2 goals up now because Modric was waiting. A well-timed run by Modric also. We need Modric to score. I don't get why he's not on the left and Felix is down the middle defensive considerations. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's the case, really. But more importantly, we should be 2 goals up now had Felix looked up. Felix had Modric through 2 times before. That makes 3 in total. And Chilwell took the free. Took the free. Okay, Modric has touched the ball 2 times for less than 5 seconds. Yep. Let's see what we have here. He had every right to chip there, in my opinion. Yeah, I said that too. In hindsight, it's a lovely thing. But yeah, I don't blame him, but maybe a little less selfish. He would have looked up and found Modric, who was waiting for him and did quite well with that run. I think this referee, I'm not sure what he's doing. What they say, if Koulibaly keeps this up, we have Thiago Silva replacement in the back 3 for another 4 years. Yeah, he's a fine player. I think he's seen, the manager has shown him he trusts him. That's all he needed. That's all he needed from the manager is a trust. given that mantle of leadership, he does well for us. So good comment right there. Yep. Let's go, people. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We need one more goal because Leicester at home, as the game progresses and we don't get the second, they will grow into the game. Okay, it looks like Badiashile will get a chance to start earlier than expected because what's his name? Marco Correa has just been yellow carded. But here's the thing: if that's a yellow and the offense against Felix wasn't yellow, I don't understand what this referee is doing. It's not consistent at all. He's not consistent at all. That's unbelievable, really. And see, he didn't even touch him. He pulled his leg out. Didn't he? Let me see that again. Yeah, serious overreaction. I don't know this referee, but the other guy nearly broke Felix's ankle and he didn't even get a yellow. But look at that. Look at the two offenses we got the yellow for. Honestly, I'm not sure what this referee is doing, seriously. I think they are paid. I think I'm not good. I have a Barcelona friend I respect so much. I think they're paid by Barcelona to do this. But really, that's poor, really. To being honest, that the two yellow cards we've gotten both shouldn't have been a yellow. The one offense that should have been a yellow by the Leicester City player, he got away with it. So I'm not sure what the referee is doing in this case. It looks like he pulled out of it. He did pull it out. This is not just really this. He pulled out. Even something in the case of Wesley Fofana, he pulled his leg once he saw the player. Ref is about as consistent as my ball movement after bad tackles. Yeah, I get it. Please need to step up the refereeing game. I don't know what's up with these referees, really. That's an awful referee decision there. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I believe a lot of Chelsea fans will start to see what a player we have in Koulibaly. I never doubted him, even that time when people were calling him names because of the team's overall poor performance. But Chelsea fan base, they have to find a scapegoat. Wow. Wow. What a team goal. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. That is exactly what I'm talking about. Yep. Let's do it. Let's do it. See what 2 wins can do for you. 2 wins in a row. See what it can do for you. And Modric. Wow, Modric he's really done well in that position, really. Let's go! Let's go! Water pass. Let's go! We started VAR checking the goal for what? What is the VAR checking? I'm confused. Yeah, Modric may have found himself a good position there. He did well, carried the ball well. He was onside. So what are they checking? I don't know. No, it was offside. Oh, come on, man. But again, a good ball. I think Felix went a bit too early. I'm not sure what's going on here. Why? The rules can be confusing at times, but yeah, but sorry about that, Felix. Yeah, that doesn't count. Oh, it counts. Yeah, I was like, who was on offside? No, it counts. Because I was going to say the rule changed, and I don't know, like, what the heck is that? What's going on here, man? I have three screens open, and they're all late, so I'm not quite sure what the decision is. Yeah, it's still 1-0. Yeah, I think it was the Felix. I think Felix went in a bit too early. But Modric, he's done well. He's had a good game. Uh, yeah, let's see what happens. Why didn't they show it to us? Yeah, I can't see. I'm still not quite sure why that's an offside. Yeah, this is harsh, really. I'm still not sure, but I'll look at it again. I think they've shown the line. I think Felix was slightly offside before the cross came in. Let's go, people, let's go. Modric has played well, but it still looks like he's a bit nervous from what I'm seeing. Koulibaly, man, what a player. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. So what's your advice? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, you like Modric on the inside. I think no, I would I can't jump to that conclusion right now. But because again, you can say he's done well. That he's done in the majority of the games, playing inside. But we haven't seen him play you can say for a prolonged time on the flanks to where you could say that's his speciality. Wow. What a goal by Leicester City there. What a finish by Leicester City there. Yeah, but he's done relatively okay. Ref is garbage. You could say that he's been poor. You seeing those tackles are flying against with no card? He's been poor. Really, I have to agree. Why haven't they replayed that offside? I think it's been replayed. Maybe you missed it. We are gonna win every game till the end of the season. Then give Potter a 5-year contract extension, and more problems arise. It's the Chelsea way, no doubt. But let's see what happens. Yeah, they didn't even let you finish that comment. This is data that will show up on Vivel's decks at the end of the season. Yeah, let's see what happens here at Charity FC again. Pretty clean up finish. A nice one indeed. A nice one indeed. Yep, Kepa gave it his all. That's not a matter of whether he's tall or not. I'm not. Oh my goodness, they tried his best but couldn't reach it. But watch our defenders and watch our midfielders that were ball watching. That's the issues I have with the 2-6s. They don't read the game well enough to protect the defense. They don't close up players very well. I'd rather you commit a foul there, let it be a free kick rather than let him shoot. But unfortunately, they don't do that. Yeah, but what a finish there. Wow, Leicester got a fluke. That's not a fluke goal. That is in no way a fluke goal. That was a fine finish. A well-taken goal, really. It could have gotten worse for us now had it not been Kepa's a brilliant save there. Here's the thing, I get it. We started well, but we've also, as usual, have fizzled out. I think there's a bit of confusion. Again, I'm seeing that confusion, especially in the midfield area. At that passing goal, I blame the 2-6s. They don't read the game well. They don't, really. Oh, yeah, we have to. Yeah, let's see what happens there. Yep. R266, no. No, 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 no. It has to be a mix of one of our Kovacic or Kovacic and Enzo, one of the two, and Zakaria at this point because Kante isn't available. Yeah, so I think. Oh my goodness! What is this referee doing, really? But enough of the referee. I think we look very crappy. Just a little pressure on us like this. We're suffering right now. Felix shouldn't be losing the ball. Let's see what else we have here. So undeserved. Leicester. Okay, this is what I always say about Felix. He's just overdoes it. Too much again. Just tell, yeah, just give pass the ball quickly. Felix very unlucky. Yep, he should have could have gotten a goal. Porter needs to change something in midfield. We are giving possession away, and we can't defend. The midfield, they're not doing enough to protect the defense. The defense has been excellent, but the midfielders are not protecting them quite well. The 2-6s, I don't think, as I get it. The argument again is Porter don't like playing with traditional sixes, but it's hurting us because the two players we have on the pitch, they don't read the game well in terms of breaking up position play or closing in the opposition when they get a chance. And yeah, we're suffering because of that. Hopefully this doesn't go. Oh my goodness, happy for Gary Lineker, if anyone, but I'm not surprised that we consider. Let's see if Porter can change it up. It's a grind. Every team are capable. It's all about the head coach. Small details, all those things matter. But again, we started to look confused right now. No, not yet. It's still no. I know it's not. It's still 1-1. Told you we're getting slumped at the moment. Yep, we're getting slumped. What else do we have here? Might go on man of the match later since Gary is not coming. Yeah, I want to see. I want to see you there. Ref sponsored by the Conservative Party. I don't want to talk politics here. Referee is against us. You can't argue that he's been poor. Bring on Zakaria. Zakaria needs to be one of the two parents. I don't think Enzo Fernandez and Kovacic combo is working very well, really. It hasn't really worked. We have a problem in the 2-6s area. It hasn't worked at all. If anything, they're being Charity FC. Where's Modric? I'm not sure where he's really playing now. I think there's a bit of confusion as to where he's playing. Could have been a penalty. Well, it's not. At least some you can say some decision in our favor, really. What happened there? Kachila, why wouldn't you have gone for Madison over Felix? They didn't want to sell. I think we inquired. They didn't want to sell. I like him. Plus, he's played in the Premier League, but that's not guaranteed. But I think he'd do well at Chelsea. But they inquired. They didn't want to sell. They extended his contract. I think the moment we started asking if he was for sale. Yep, and that was immediately after we signed. I think that was immediately after we signed. What's his name? That was immediately after we signed Fofana from them. Yeah, exactly, because I seem cannot see him in the game. Yeah, there's a bit of confusion as to where anybody's playing in the front three. That should be a red for who? Amate with another shocker. Bobby is going to roast him. Well, it doesn't make it. This guy needs to give a red. What is wrong with this red? I think he's been poor. He's been really, really poor. And Amate knew, I think he knew exactly what he was doing. The ref has been awful. I have to agree. The start of the game, I didn't think so. Not even the yellow card this evening. I think the ref has been really, really poor. Starts straight in the chest with again, and in the case of Fofana, he actually pulled his leg out and still got yellow carded. Amata in his case didn't even no caution at all, not even talking to. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the referee is doing really. Let's see what we have here. They won't give a red because it's Chelsea. Possibly, I wouldn't argue otherwise. He left a high foot, knowing Kai was running onto it, and he knew exactly what he was doing. And in the case of Fofana, he didn't even see the guy coming. And when he realized the guy was there, he pulled his leg out. His guy yellow carded for it. In the case of Cucurella, he pulled his leg out and still got yellow carded. But look at what Amata did and nothing. Yeah, so I'm confused where that was coming. Look at the passion from Graham. Go away. I've had enough. It's heartbreaking, really. What do we see? What am I seeing here? I'm not surprised by the ref in this league. They all are crap. No wonder why UEFA don't really use them in the Champions League. You can't. It's a solid argument, really. Let's see what we have here. They should have 2 red cards at least, but he's been poor overall. One on Felix and one for Havertz because Amate knew exactly what he was doing. I stuck Potter. I see Potter has to act during halftime. Our midfield is struggling. They've struggled quite a lot. I get it. He doesn't like to play with any traditional 6. He prefers 2 offensively minded players, but it's going to hurt us. We'll struggle to deal with them off the ball. We've been very poor. But yeah, if we lose or draw, it's the ref's fault. No, I don't agree, but let's keep watching the game. Look at how Kelechi Iheanacho is smoking this guy. Just look at what Kelechi Iheanacho did with the ball there. I'm surprised he didn't give a foul against Koulibaly there. Modric plays good, 1-2 passes to everyone, but he always has to fight to get the ball. They still don't pass to him. Maybe lack of understanding, maybe, but let's see what happens. Let's go! And what a time to get that goal. What a time to get the goal. Yep, that's a delicious finish. And don't tell me you're checking anything. Don't tell me you are checking anything. What a pass. And maybe I agree. That's maybe Felix should be more of a creator. Was that for Felix? What a time to get a second goal. Let's see what time drawn. Yeah, he's onside. He's onside. Amata kept him on, and what a finish. Was that from Enzo? Who was that from? Yeah, it was from Enzo. A delicious finish, and what a way to finish the half. Offside, really? What am I? No, I think he was offside. What am I seeing? No, that was a goal. Now, forget what you're seeing in the screen. They haven't updated it. That was a goal. That wasn't just a basic goal. That was a delicious finish. So let me stay on the screen. Those what you're seeing on the screen, they haven't updated that one. Let's see what we have here. Kai, what a finish. What a pass. What a pass indeed. Kai, get in there. Let's do it. 2-1. Deja vu goal for Kai. What a finish. Yeah, at least Felix will be proud of him. Since that Felix hit the wood was Kai chips. What? And what a pass from Enzo Fernandez. Let's go. I think that pass was from Enzo. Correct me if I was wrong. Yep, it was Enzo Fernandez assist. A delicious assist there. No, come on. Let's go. Let's go. Felix needs to pass the ball more. Maybe that's what he needs to do more. Similar to his one, to that one against Newcastle. Who was it? Ice cold finish. That's what you get from Kai. No way off. He wasn't off. You're the one that scared the heck out of me by saying it was off because two of my screens are a bit late. Potter in. And 15 seconds ago, you were saying Potter out. Havertz onside. He was onside. I think Amate kept him on. The guy that nearly sent him off the pitch with that kick to his stomach or to his chest. Is this screen reliable? They've updated it. It took him time, but they've updated it. Maybe we should find another site. Maybe. Let's see what else those in the chat. They're saying, Satman, we are winning and still in the same league position. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. We've won how many games and still in the 10th place. That's not a good sign. Come on, Chelsea, ref against us. Let's finish the game early. I'm going to start with you immediately, Roger. Thanks for joining for the halftime analysis. How was your flight to join the show? I hope it was a good one. But Roger, straight up, let me start you. The referee, what do you make of him?
It was a bumpy ride with a lot of turbulence, Coach. I'm going to be honest with you. If João Felix got sent off in his first game and he pulled out of the tackle, this chap was tackled in the second minute, and that's a red to me. I can't see.
And he could have come off with a broken ankle too.
Yeah, it's on his planted foot. So I understand. Listen, a foul in the first 10 seconds or the 90th minute is still a foul. That should at the very least be a yellow, if not a red. That's endangering a player. I've seen that given many times. I thought that was poor. I'm going to tell you something. Maybe I'm a bit too emotional, but I'm really not happy with João.
You're spot on. You're spot on, Roger. We're on the same side in this case. We're not in the courtroom right now.
No, but I'm really, really not pleased with João. I'm pleased with his play. I want him to be a Chelsea player forever. But he's had 10 and a half games, now 11 technically, out of the 14. and he's hit the woodwork, 4 times? This is the 3rd game in a row, if I'm not mistaken. And
I think it's 3 times now.
Yeah, consecutively. Oh, it's 3 out of 4. And he just scored. He needs to hold his run just for a nanosecond, and he's onside. So we could be 2-0 up, but instead he loses the ball just outside of our box, and it's 1-1. These things matter, coach. And
I get it. Like you said, we're here to talk about it.
Yeah, goals.
But here's the thing: the only issue I found, him losing the. Sorry, go ahead if you're still talking. Go ahead.
I'm just going to be very brief because I know we don't have much time. Goals change games; they change momentum. 2-0 up is far different than 1-1. We're 2-1 up. By the way, that's a beautiful pass and a sumptuous finish. Kai, that silky German, I tell you.
Ice cold.
Oh my lord, very Bobby-esque, I thought. Hello, Bobby.
Bobby was a striker? I didn't know that, but thank you for telling us.
I'm just messing.
No, I know.
Silky smooth.
But you don't know. He hasn't told us whether he was one or not.
This is true.
But here's the thing. Go ahead.
All I'm going to say is I'm not happy. We lose the ball.
Yeah, I'm still not happy. I think we've seen a lot of the. I've seen.
Cucurella has played poorly also. His clearance was bad. Bradley Shaw needs to come on.
And he's on a yellow now, so that becomes a huge risk.
Exactly.
So just quickly, Roger, let me try and get the thoughts of others. Here's the thing. One thing I want to say about Felix: if he can be a little less selfish in front of goal, that will help us, because that goal he tried to chip the goalkeeper. Had he squared it for Modric, would have just been a tap-in. It would take some ghosts kicking Modric in the board for him to miss that one. But still. He tried. A chip was the only viable option, given that goalkeeper was closing him in. He got it right, but he just hit the woodwork. So he needs a bit of luck, maybe. So let's give him a bit of a break. Coming to you, Francis, your thoughts on the first half of performance. What do you think?
Wow.
And what do you think the manager should change in the second half? Let's try and be brief, because Bobby is waiting, and I'm going to try and get some of the stuff we have in the chat too.
Yes. I'm pretty sure we all.
And big up, it's been a minute. I hope you're well.
First of all, good morning to everybody. I hope everybody's
doing great. Good morning to you too, brother.
Yes. We as Chelsea fans, we've seen a game like this before with this VAR and referees. Like, you can smell it. I smelled it from a distance the moment where Felix got his ankle taken, and it wasn't a red card. I knew it was going to be a long day for us. And look at the foul that Fofana committed. It was not intentionally. But that was a soft yellow card. Look at the card that they gave to Cucurella. He did not even tackle him.
He didn't. His leg didn't touch the player, did
he? Dude, he slid and hit Cucurella, and then he gets the yellow card. So if I'm coach, you take Cucurella off, because I could sense a red card coming against us soon, just to force this game to be tied.
Good point.
And as for the second goal, even Kai Havertz didn't believe it was a goal. He's looking at the last man. Even I didn't believe it was a goal. I'm waiting for VAR. This is how high our PTSD has been for Chelsea.
I was ready
goal
too.
Was too slick. I'm just waiting for VAR to decide, because now I can't celebrate. That goal was amazing. Wow, I couldn't believe it. Even Kai didn't believe it. So second half, he needs to take out Cucurella, because Cucurella will just rush into the ball, and tell Fofana to calm down, because honestly, a red card is coming soon. That's
it's a risk. Even again, what's his name? Fofana being on the yellow scares the heck out of me, given the way he plays. Except if the ref looks at it and finds out it was unfair and tries to be a bit lenient, but I doubt that will be the case. And let me catch up with a bit of what we have in the chat.
How did Marty not get a yellow card? His foot stamped into Kai Havertz's stomach.
That's
I'm not sure why. And the offense on Felix, on that tackle on his ankle, which could have been enough to send him, to sideline him, but didn't get a yellow card. Yeah, but that's fine. Let me catch up and bring in Bobby and then JC so we can move on. Who needs blue pill? If you see Enzo pass the ball like he did today, that was a delicious pass. I think we have 2 Bobbies here. I'm not sure why. Okay, one just went out. Just quickly, Bobby, I'll come to you. I missed the second goal only to check the name and found out it's Kai. Wow, Kai, a delicious finish, ice cold finish. He didn't even break a sweat. He didn't even break sweat taking that a well-taken finish. I don't know how else to explain it. A tackle on Havertz should have been a red card because Martin knew exactly what he was doing. And the one on Felix, the ankle tackle, should have been at least a yellow. I agree with Roger. I would like to add that these data will not present well on Vivel's desk at the end. I don't think he will, but let's see what he does. The 3-4-3 dilemma. Big up to you, brother. I like calling you by your last name, but I don't know. I've forgotten it now because you're using another name. Enzo is a baller. What the assists he's gotten for Chelsea are all Fabregas-esque from the central area. So that's why I'm calling. We need to find somebody that will be more defensively minded, so that he'd have the independence of venture to be more adventurous, because he can score goals himself. He can also find good passes. And I get it. Graham Potter prefers playing with two CMs rather than two, what you call, if we're going by lettering, two CDMs or so, or two sixes. He likes two of them to be adventurous. None will be charged to be more defensively minded. I think that's a risk, and that's why none of them were able to do something to stop Packer, that's some pattern Daka for that well taken shots. In the last two games, Havertz was good because he was so close to midfield. Reminds me of when he was at Leverkusen. Maybe that's the case. Look at the Kai love all of a sudden. Oh yeah, good things. Good things are good. João Felix is a joker. He's not committed and always hesitant. He's playing a bit more cautiously right now after that dangerous tackle on him. So I'm going to stop here because we don't have the whole. Let me see what more I can get. I'm bringing those panelists. Good day to you, to Don Fresh. I hope you're doing well. Coachella, smiley weekend for us. Enzo shows his pass quality. Absolutely sumptuous pass, and having and Havertz, OMG, what a finish. OMG, what a finish. A fine finish indeed. Enzo says Enzo cover not walking too many holes in the midfield. Yep, offensively, they're excellent to watch, but defensively, we lack. They're not protecting the defense very well. The defense has been near excellent, except for that goal, and which you could say IQ comes down to lack of proper protection from the two sixes. Kovacic holds the ball too much. Okay, true that Felix isn't committed to too casual this man on vacation. Maybe because of that tackle, the referee isn't protecting him. So maybe he is playing a bit cautiously. Felix has been selfish from his first game and always forcing it. Okay, let's see. A false nine doesn't suit Modric. We need a Pulisic for some flair, really. Okay, let's see what the man does. It's your opinion. We have so many opportunities. So I'm going to stop here and get Bobby's JC. Bobby was in before JC, I think so, but Bobby dropped out for some reason. So, Bobby, your thoughts on the first half so far, so I can get JC's thoughts, and we move on from there.
Yeah, there's much, a few things to do as far as the playing personnel is concerned, but and I've always known, Kai Havertz is always capable of a Bergkamp moment. He is that Bergkamp type of player, and that's why I think, he is Chelsea's future. We've got to stick with this guy.
So sorry, Bobby, quickly, how would you describe that his goal? Or not what would you use to describe it? I enjoy hearing you do that.
They call him the silky German. That was an immaculate finish. As I said, Bergkamp-esque. Whenever this, like the goal he scored against Newcastle last season, he does these things that reminds me of goals from Dennis Bergkamp. Look, as I've dropped on this platform before, anyone going to war with Kai Havertz is going to war with me. I'm not having it, honestly, Roger as well, and you, Coach. I'm not having it. This guy is wonderful. He's developing. You can see the progress he's making for his age. We've got to get off his back. However, my drop at this point is the officiating. I think the officiating, every time Chelsea play, we are playing against match officials. And this is no longer a matter of fairness. It's now become a matter of safety.
It's a farce.
Amati is the one player that I think, probably at one point, especially when he came to the bridge, deserved this security protection, because, even me that might have been on that security detail could have been tempted to clock him one. Honestly, that guy You know, that guy, I don't, you know, the way he behaves, his tackles, the way he acts towards Chelsea is just not acceptable. That tackle against João Felix was a straight red. A straight red. We're now
I
dealing
mean,
with the
yeah.
player safety issue with this type of officiating.
Doesn't
You
even get
know,
looked at. Not even a yellow, Bobby. What
it's
the
it's
fudge?
it's it's the bias is so bad, and on a day where Barcelona has been charged for money being paid to officials from 2001
Oh, really?
to about, yeah, I
Oh yeah, you
posted
didn't
it on
hear
Twitter.
that?
No, sir.
Yeah, it's everywhere now, you know, and within that period of time, guess who they played in the Champions League semi-final, where the referee absolutely was a total disgrace. I have never in any level of football seen that level of biased, corrupt officiating. They were dropping money left, right, and center on officials. We
Yeah.
need to get this thing out of the game. It's only football, but what we are seeing is a lot of corruption. And the English FA need to look into the officiating of Chelsea games. It's not acceptable anymore. It's now, as I've said, a player safety issue. That guy, he could have hurt João Felix very badly.
Mm-hmm.
Could have been a compound fracture, Bobby.
It could have been, yeah. It was injured, and then we got 2 yellow cards for the offense.
It's just
That
Joe.
actually our players put our legs up from. Quickly, just see your thoughts. Sorry, again, it's it's the first half halftime analysis, and we don't have too much time. But you can go ahead and talk as much as you want. Roger, don't miss your flight back to the game.
Hi, Jules. Hi, Coach.
Yeah, go ahead. Your mic is a bit low.
Is it better now?
Yeah, there you go. It's better, brother. And I hope you're doing well.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I feel like after going 1 goal up, Chelsea took a little bit pressure off. I mean, they were not pressing that high. The back line was sitting back, and it's like asking for trouble. I mean, we genuinely have to kill off the games. And I initially thought that Modric was not really pressing, like starting to press high, but then I realized, I mean, the midfielders were not there, and the passing lanes were always open. So what can he do? Also, like, I could understand that, but we really need to be keeping the intensity high until we get a 2 goals cushion. You know, I mean, it was almost like inviting a pressure, something like that. But otherwise, I think our football was good. I think,
Gallagher's on.
and yeah, and what else? There was another point I wanted to mention. It also goes to show how much Kai brings to this team playing up front. He's running like mad and giving everything, and putting in the pressure. Since now Mudrik was
Oh,
playing up front, you can feel the difference. I mean, Kai gets a lot of flack, but I think when we see him not up front, you can see the difference. I mean, the intensity is not like the when we have Kai playing up front. So we really need to give him some love for what he does. I mean, goals is not the only thing you decide a player's future for. I mean, he's such a good player and gives so much to this team. I think we need to start appreciating Kai more.
here.
We need to. Again, I'm one of his biggest supporters. I have never been the one to question his abilities. I've always been concerned as to him playing multiple positions from here to there, there to here. That can be detrimental to the development of young players. Yeah. But yeah, again, an excellent performance from him. Yeah, if anybody else wants to comment anything, feel free. The game is going on, but I'll be talking, discussing what I'm seeing.
See
I
you
hope
later,
Modric
sir.
is okay. Why is it holding his ankle? I think he's probably going to be the next one to leave the pitch, I'm seeing. And I'm going to scroll to the very bottom. Apologies if I miss any of your contributions, but hello to everyone in the chat. The game is going on. Prophet Emmanuel T. David
Coach,
just is getting back.
one more
But Felix
thing.
is the problem. Yeah.
One more thing I noticed is we should understand Felix a little bit also, like where he's coming from. He's played for 2 years, 3 years at Atletico Madrid, and that team is like you score one goal and you shut the shop. And Felix after one goal is
Very,
like
very negative approach.
yeah, and I think he went into that Atletico mode as soon as we were one goal up. So he needs to also like keep the pressure up. Don't sit back. I mean, but of course I can understand him as well. He's coming from Atletico, and we have never been one goal up front. So maybe that was the reason he was also like relaxed and all. But we need to really press and go for the second goal advantage.
Hmm. What a save there from the Leicester City goalkeeper. And a thumping header from Wesley Fofana. Just got back from the synagogue. Welcome back, brother Jesse. Thank you for that contribution. Connor is coming in. Is done for Felix. I hope Modric is okay. That will be another setback for him. Barcelona, Cheetahs Club. I hate them. My bro DJ Gallagher coming on. He coming for Felix. Sorry, Kachila. Big up everyone. Why are you saying sorry, brother? But more importantly, I hope you're doing well. So Potter had me when I said he heard you when I said Felix should be taken out early. His non-committal, if that's how you see it. But yeah, a good decision there. Gallagher is a destroyer. He will destroy. I hope he destroyed them. I hope he doesn't just run around. Gallagher to Felix. Potter at it again. That wasn't the changes I want to see. I think I would have preferred. To see Madueke, but maybe the structure is the issue there. But let's see how Gallagher operates today. Lots of running, and let's see where he's deployed. Let's see if it works. What else do we have here? Chimera, okay, just having a conversation there. Let's get 2 more goals. I think we need more goals, and that will go a long way. Modric down right now. I think he's fine. He's up now. Another terrible foul on Modric and still no card. Wow, Kukurea on the day, he's been delicious to watch. And I'm glad I didn't give up. I didn't give up on him. What a player he's proven to be. Let's go, people. Let's go. 18 likes. We should be doing better than that. If you haven't taken a second, drop a like on the stream and also do subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I'm waiting for Faye to finally a yellow card for Leicester City. I'm waiting for Faye to score an own goal. That's what he does. What do we have here? Yep, this ref. This ref is annoying me. Modric now down, but the good thing I think is back again. I would prefer someone else instead of Gallagher so early in the game. Yep, I get it. He wants his energy there, but he will not make that difference. I think the issue, I have many issues there, is with the 2 6s. I think 2 of them are two offensively minded players that like to overlap. Yeah, I'm surprised this guy got a yellow card for this, really. So one of them should be, again, yeah, I know Zakaria is more of a box-to-box midfielder than he is a traditional 6, but Zakaria reads the game up better than Enzo and Kovacic. So a pairing of either Kovacic or Enzo with Zakaria will be more solid because Zakaria can be charged with being more, you can say, being more defensively minded, and that will help solidify our defense. But yeah, let's see what Graham Potter does. Like, I've paid attention to him. I could be wrong, but I've seen enough to know he doesn't like to charge any of the 2 6s to be defensively minded. He likes them to operate and use it in unison, which is usually a risk. If they attack together. If they defend, then which means nobody paying attention to what the opposition do anytime if they want to hit us on a break. So yeah, that's a risk for me. But let's see what he does. I want Kukurea taken up. It's a risk now. He's on the yellow. But let's see what Graham Potter does. Here, Ricardo complaining, but he's lucky to still be on the pitch. Yeah, surprisingly, he's gotten away with a lot. So his surprises are he got a card. Nice play there. Where are the red cards for Leicester City? Surprisingly, none. None. That's annoying. We cannot start to sit back or we might still lose. Yeah, we have to keep attacking. We need 1 more goal. Yeah, I get it. He needs to be a bit more pragmatic, but not this early in the game. This ref, needs a hair dryer treatment, possibly. Let's see. Leicester should have had 2 players sent off. Ref completely garbage. Yep. And I don't know what it's doing. Nice play there, Kai. Is that enough? Okay, the whistle has been blown. Yep. Wow, the referee, wow, really. I get it. Gallagher brings energy, but he can cause a lot of confusion there. Um, oh my goodness. Let's see what we're seeing here. I don't want this game decided by a referee. Come on, let's beat them. Yeah, if we can score more goals, then the referee, what he has to be. I think again he had to be some. What? Good stop there, Kepa. Very well done. It has to be blatant, say ignorance for the referee to be the one to decide the match if we'll score, take our chances and score more goals. Coach, you think us playing Gallagher so much is threatening Mount's situation in any way? Well, Mount is not fit now. He's ill, so I haven't seen enough to come to that conclusion. But let's see what happens. Well, what a pass there, really. Some pass there. What happened to Kepa? I think he's fine. He had the time just to get up and go for the ball. People, if you're watching and you haven't, drop a like on the stream and also do subscribe to the channel. If you haven't, the likes do go a long way. I hope Kepa is fine. Let's go, let's go, let's go. But that goal from Patson Daka, wow. Even though I have questions of our 2 6s, yeah, it was a well taken goal. Come on, Modric, you still have time. Get a goal today. Get a goal today. Yeah, we have a problem with the 2 6s. A serious problem. Come on. Is Kai tired? How can he lose that ball, really? Wow, Leicester players, really. What happened to Madison right now? Brighton under the Xavier, wow. They're playing well, scoring fine goals. And the type of goals they score, I want to see more of those type of goals from most non-selfish displays from the players, trying to find the better positioned player or teammate all the time. If we can have that mentality or that behavior in the final third, believe me, we'll get more goals than we have right now. Chelsea have to be careful here because if the ref gives Leicester City chance, they will hurt us. If we give Leicester City chance, they will hurt us. Let's see what does what he does. I think we need to change something in the midfield area. The 2 6s, they've been poor. Really, they're not protecting our defense very well. I get it. The offensive play is good, but the defensive aspect of the whole thing, they've been non-existent. Enzo, bad foul. Let's hope VAR doesn't get involved. The players need to calm down. Yep, it's a bit tense right now. They need to calm down a bit. It's easier to get a yellow to get carded. Yeah, I want to see that again. I haven't seen the replay. Tafara Gaming, nice to see you. Is this your first time here? I don't remember seeing you before. But by the way, welcome to the channel, and please do subscribe if you haven't. We have 19 likes, people. Let's get the likes up. The likes to go along with. Please, if you haven't, take a second, drop a like on the stream, and also do subscribe to the channel if you haven't. What do we have here? Let's go. Let's get a third goal, man. We can do that. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I expect Graham Potter to make some changes now. Do you watch WWE? I do, but I haven't watched in a while. I can't. We're flipping soccer. That's the next comment he has there. Come on, Modric. But nice run there. I'm sensing it's going to take a bit of time before Modric comes into play. But he needs game time. He needs to be playing to come good, really. But he did well. Yeah. But okay, keep playing him. Don't take him off. I think that will go a long way for his confidence. You need to show him you trust him for him to start playing with confidence. Why did he go back with that ball? Yeah, I do watch WWE. I like wrestling, but I haven't watched for a while. With flipping sock, yep. But at least we're winning. That's the most important thing. I think it will take time. I'm not sure what else to argue about right now. Good play there from Kukurea. Let's go. Get a tech goal. Get a third goal, people. Yeah, nice play. Nice try, Gallagher. Nice try. Let's go, people. Let's go. Please, if you haven't, take a second, drop a like on the stream and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't, the likes to go a long way. We need a third goal because as the game progresses, these guys are home. It's only natural. They'll be even more confident. Where in the league do you think we'll end up? Ooh, that question I dread to hear. Ooh, come on, Kai, keep it down. That dreadful question I need to hear. It's not easy to answer that question. It's not easy, and we've not been lucky. Look at how many Premier League games we've won, and we're still in the 10th place. Let me see if that have changed. Let me see if that has changed really. We've won a few, even when we're winning games, we're still in the 10th place. Yeah, we're still in the 10th place. Even when we're winning games, the highest we've been is in the 10th place. Yeah, so it's difficult to say. Let's say, give me 2 more games and I can answer that question to you. But I don't think saying we're going to make it to top 4 now is very difficult. Please take off Kukurea before he gets a second yellow. Yep, let's see what we have here. So we have Kachila. Knowing how Porter manages the squad, Modric will not last the full 90 minutes. He will take him up. I wouldn't mind him playing 90 minutes. He needs game time. He needs to be playing. Show him you trust him. Don't take him off in a manner that will seem as if he hasn't done well. But let's see what he does. What a shot? Yep. Bro, you're my new favorite Chelsea fan streamer. That makes me happy. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, and thank you for saying that. That motivates me. I'm glad you said that. Tafara came in. I appreciate that. Let's go. Good job there, helping defend Leicester City, putting his height at the good use. I think that screen is a bit late. Maybe I need to open this in another window here. Ruben Loftus-Cheek wanted to give away a penalty or what? I don't think that was deliberate. Oh my! Oof, my heart just flew out of my chest, really. Yeah, I know Eunice quite well. Yep, I've tried to reach out to him for a collaboration. It hasn't worked. I didn't even get a response, but that's the list. He's a good content creator from a Chelsea perspective, and I think he's a good guy. Damn, we miss J5 in the build-up and also controlling the game. Controlling the game. As much as I know Enzo is more physical and probably more, you could say defensively solid, but in terms of controlling the game, J5 is the king. Give it to him. But we move on from J5. We have to find a solution to the lack of ability to manage games, because no matter how we see it, we seem to struggle to manage games with the 2-6s we're playing, especially with Kovacic and Enzo. Like I said, they're excellent offensively, but defensively they do literally nothing to protect the defense. Maybe I'm not seeing it well. Chelsea needs to make good use of this spell. We have to score another goal as soon as possible. Loftus-Cheek is a defensive liability. Yep, offensively he's excellent, but in the role he's playing today is with an attacking intent. Not really for defensively excellent. Defended by Gallagher. Yeah, he did well there to be there to clear the ball off the line. That was excellent defending indeed. Off the line by Gallagher. Shambles defensively. Shambles in the midfield area when defending. What's with that punch by Kepa? I'm not sure really, but again, it got the job done. Do you watch Nico Ominala? No. I wouldn't lie to you. No, I don't. Games like this are so Porter lack of game management and practice. I think he should have changed things. And here's where I get it. Gallagher, lots of energy, lots of running in. Yeah, the goal line clearance. But if anything, we seem more confused whenever he joins the fray. We seem more confused whenever he's on the pitch. I don't know if it comes down to the lack of, you could say his ability to be able to keep the ball or something else. But yeah, let's see. Ruben Loftus-Cheek couldn't make a simple pass. I think he's relatively well created. I think 2 or 3 chances. But let's see. I think that the bigger problem lies in the Ooh, what a save there. What a save from the Leicester goalkeeper. Too soon. Too soon. To me, I'm out of the match on the day. You could say probably we have defenders. You could say contestant for that. But you could say Enzo for that delicious assist probably would take him a long way in getting the chance to become a man of the match. Let's see our players. Yeah, Enzo is the highest rated at this point. Kai for that finish too had the chance. Koulibaly, I'm not surprised that assist given that. So about 4 players, counting Koulibaly, counting Enzo, counting Kai. The 3 of them, not 4 players really. Kovacic has been effective, but not necessarily the best player on the day. Nice try, nice try. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, coach, just say it. We all know you are going to say Koulibaly as No, I have to be objective. You know me. I don't just throw information at people. Usually I look deeper. Enzo, that pass could take him a long way. Kai, that finish in his overall performance may well end up getting that for him. But let's see what happens. There's still a long way to go. We're in the 69th minute. But so far, if I was to give it to anybody, it would probably be Kai because the finish was excellent. But Enzo is a contender too. That pass was just delicious. But Koulibaly on the day, getting assist as a defender, and you could say the calmness on the ball, the cool-headedness not to panic, given that he should be he's at CB, and then he found himself on the left-hand flank and was able to do something, dribble a defender too. He didn't have to spit. He had to beat the defender to put that ball to find a Kukurea to finish. So he's a contender too. But it's still early in the game. Let's see the performances there. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, we need a third goal. Come on! Oh! At least a try. I think I'm like 10 years late, so don't mind me. I have multiple screens open, but that's what happens when you're not watching it on TV. If you're watching it, if it's a streaming service, usually they're not anything close. But yeah, I have to install a TV in the office, so I'm not this late, not this behind. We are just lucky. What a lucky day for us. How did this guy fluff that one? How far behind am I? 7-1, 7-1. Okay, about 40 seconds behind. Wow. There you go. You find you set me up. You set me up, Rahayu. You set me up, so that doesn't count. You finally said it. Yep, I did. Wow, nice pass by Modric to Gallagher. Yeah, like I said, Modric, he just needs to see more game time. He needs to play more, and I think the manager is doing that for him now. He still left him on the pitch. I want Modric to finish the game. You need to show him you trust him. I think that will go a long way for his confidence. Let's see what else we have here. Kepa, Kepa he's looked shaky today. Potter needs to make changes, and he's done that. Back 4. Let me see. Look at it in a bit, Rahayu. Yeah, and he's made the change earlier today, so good. Kudos to him. Didn't wait to the 80th minute. Come on! Thank goodness Koulibaly was in the right place. What? How can we be that reckless? Yeah, it looks more like a back four. Porto making double changes. I think it's a back four now. Yeah. Yeah. What are the subs? Is that you're asking, or you're shocked at the substitutions? I think it's gone over to a back four, but I think I need a change in the midfield area. We're struggling. We're really struggling in the midfield area. I'm not sure why he hasn't done anything there. Off the ball, especially, we're not doing anything. And Gallagher is more like, yeah, he has the freedom to roam, but he's caused confusion in the midfield area rather than contribute, really. Someone tell me if Kepa is what Kepa is doing if he's playing volleyball. So yeah, I think he could do better than that. What we're seeing there. Come on, let's go. Modric, take your chance. Was he offside? Probably offside. Was he off? Please don't tell me that was off. This kid needs this. He needs this. Come on. He needs it. It doesn't look off. He wasn't off. Come on. Yeah. The kid needs this. That's what you can get from him, but that's okay. That's fine. That's a start. That's a start. Even though he was offside, that's a plus for him. He needs it for his confidence. That's fine. I take it. I need that. At least find him. Find him. He makes a good run. Once he starts running, just put the ball for him. Leave the rest for him. I think we want to see more of that. I like it. I count it. For me, he scored a goal. I don't care whether he was off or not. That will go a long way for his confidence. He was off. He was ruled offside. Goal ruled up. That's fine. That's okay. Yeah, I'm still okay with it. The good thing, he put it in the back of the net. Whether it was on or off, it doesn't matter to me. That will go a long way for his confidence. Just show him you trust him and don't take him off. Let him play the 90 minutes. He's still celebrating. Yeah, that's fine. It goes a long way for him. It's a start. Yeah, I'm surprised. Why didn't they check it? Yeah, the Brighton Leeds United game is a goals galore. 2-2 draw right now. The game is making me say so much of, come on, man. It's suddenly me. I'm not going to say that. I get it, but I'm not going to say it. I'm honestly not going to say that. But let's go, people. Let's go. You never see a VAR. Wow. Yes, let's do it. Don't tell me this one is offside. Don't tell me this one is offside. I'm late, actually. I haven't seen it on my screen. I'm seeing it on the numbers one, on the one you're seeing on the screen, 3-1 Chelsea. But for the real video, all my three screens are all late. So I have to get, I have to get a TV here. I have to get a TV here. It doesn't really work. The streaming services don't work. So an assist from Modric. That's good. Well taken by Kova. He doesn't score too many, but once he scores, it's usually something spectacular. Yeah, Modric assist, yeah. Intelligence to just bring it down for Kovacic. An excellent finish from Kovacic. He doesn't score too many, but when... What is the VAR checking again? What was it? What was that? No, I don't think that was off. Let me see. But Kaiman. And then Modric drops it down. Wow. Usually they show the VAR replays, but today, yeah, in our case, they haven't shown too many. They haven't checked too many in our case. Yeah, I think that one stands. Yeah, come on, man. Please don't do that to us. An excellent display from Kai Havertz. Say what you like about him. It's been just brilliant. Yeah, but Modric assist. Don't take it away from the kid, please. Just give it to him. You're so lucky. Well, you could say that, but what a finish by Kovacic, really. If that was an excellent finish. Yep, a guy that doesn't score too many, but when it does, it is something special. Always something special. And nice to see you, Lala. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for finding the time to join the show. Yep. Koulibaly on the day. That was poor. That was a poor clearance from Chalobah, sending it back towards the central area. He shouldn't be doing that. Nice, yeah, nice indeed. Nice. All three goals are all delicious goals, and I like them. Modric off the mark finally. In terms of assists, yeah, that counts. And I still count that goal for him because it was a fine finish, really. Yes, Porter should remove Kukurea. He's on the yellow. I don't know why he's still on the pitch, but it's too late now. The structure, we're playing with a back four right now, so he has to do some reshuffling to accommodate him. The cover of all players, I'm going to say this. I'm not saying Mount is a bad player, but it's appalling really to hear some content creators calling for the club to sell Kovacic and keep Mason Mount. I get it. He doesn't score too many goals, but he brings more to the team than just the goals. Brilliant finish indeed. Again, and he had a man that was, I think a Leicester player was there to discomfort him, yet he put in the effort to take that goal. But kudos to Modric for the intelligence to bring down the ball for Kovacic to finish. Yeah, that made me happy. Yeah, what you should change it to water finish. Water finish. The WARE. Yeah, water then right finish. Now you've known Enzo. Yep. He needs to be given the independence to be more adventurous. A good game overall for Modric. That's a good start for him. An assist, that counts. He did well. He had the intelligence to drop the ball for Kovacic. So good play from him. I like that. Koulibaly is not doing too badly, coach. Yeah, look at you. The best player on the day by far. Yeah, good play, good display from Modric. More VAR checks here, but that one stands. Captain Kova with the top-notch goal. I love my new captain. I think he's been a different player since he's been given the armband. It's more wings to him, really. Kai Havertz is quickly becoming our most important player. Maybe he doesn't have enough flair for the PlayStation. No, Kai actually is the most you could say flamboyant player on his day, but because of the position he plays for us, no space for him to show his technical abilities. But yeah, I get where you're coming from. Given the PlayStation fans, Kepa could score from a goal kick, and a VAR would have a look as long as it is Chelsea. Question. Now it's Potter in. No, for me personally, no, forget it. We have the team. We should have been playing better, even though those times we're struggling. Not yet. I don't have enough sample to say maybe I'll change my mind to Potter in. And I'm not into saying Potter out. I just said I have questions. I have lots of questions with regards to his ability as a tactician. While Koulibaly on the day, he hasn't put a foot wrong. Let me see what else we have here. Yep, Chuka is on already. Well deserved. Good win. I'm going to scroll to the very bottom, and then I'll try to get your subsequent contributions. Let's go. There's still time. If we can make it 4-1, I think it will go a long way. As you can see, we're playing with so much confidence, even though it hasn't been the best of displays, especially in the first half. But still, a win, 3 goals isn't easy. Kai haters, take a seat. We need a goalkeeper. Kepa is not good enough. It's not when a player has a bad game or you see some shaky moments from a player, you decide you don't need that player. I don't think it should be like that. We need a goalkeeper. No, I'm not going to go into that. Kova always scores worthies. He doesn't score that much, but when he scores, yeah, it is usually a worthy. That reminds me of that commercial. I don't always, drink, but when I do, my choice. But I'm not just. I want to say that I'm not doing any commercial for anybody here. Porter out. Okay, I agree, Coach. Yep, not enough sample to judge right now. We've done. Well done, boys. Keep it up. We played well. Common Chelsea. You could say we played well. It's a solid argument there. It's not perfect, but still good display. Don't tell. Listen, I hope Fofana is okay. We aren't going to be relegated at least. Yeah, that's a good way to say that. At least we're going to stay up. If you're watching, people, if you haven't, take a second, drop a like on the stream. What am I seeing? Is Fofana injured again? Is Wesley Fofana injured again? At least we're not going to get relegated. I feel bad for Badiashile, really. I think we are winning based on our players' quality, not good coaching. I give him some credit for the tactics today, but Koulibaly, man, his display today, excellent. That's how many games in a row. Earlier on, they made a mockery of Modric, 0 assists, 0 goals to 6 games, 106. Now he got an assist. I'm happy for him. It's a good start for him. Plus, give the poor chap a space, man. Give him some space. I think it will come good. When Porter wins the rest of his games, including the UEFA Champions League game, I would judge him on a game basis and switch to Porter. To Porter outish. Yeah, still in the middle. Oh! Okay. So the on-goal merchant finally gets a red card. Yep. Faiz gets a second yellow and a red card. So I was hoping he scored an own goal today, but that's still an own goal, maybe. Red card, well deserved, yeah. Finally. Own goal machine. And I'm serious, and I know you know why I'm saying that, Rahayu. Yep, finally a red card. Let me see again. I think, I don't know, how old is he? He plays like he has that exuberance, like he's still 17, 18. Really. Faiz, you boy, stay clear of our national team. Oh, he's Belgium. I see. David Luiz' brother gets sent off. Yeah, that's another way to see it. Coach, thanks for the watch love. I appreciate you staying as much as you can, brother. Much love to you. Thank you so much for staying. And we'll still do the post-game show. Some delicious cross there. I think Kai does better when he drops deep or to participate in the play. Wow. And he again, Kai operates effortlessly whenever he drops deep. You see, he's playing better now. So Kai should be playing deeper and not in the number 9 position, really. And like Bobby Fairview says, hate him or love him, he's gradually become one of our most important players. Hate Kai Havertz or love him, he's become Chelsea's most important players. We need to buy beer for Coach and Rogers, and they both always suspect on goal machine for us to get in trouble, and he did. Yep. Nice try. I see what he wanted to do there. Yep. Faiz. They should have been 3 players down. Leicester City. Yeah, lots of fouls that they got away with. We'll be back for the post game off the chest. See you later, brother. Thank you so much for finding time to join. Faiz plays like I'm not gonna read that. Go away. I must say, Chelsea players' confidence has improved. Yep, you could see that the confidence has improved, and I cannot tell I can tell by the passes that the passes they are attempting, some excellent display from the players. You can say, they're growing in confidence, and after this, would see even better display from them. Congratulations to everyone on the platform. A good 3 points. Someday we will move from 10th place if we keep winning, someday it happens. But yeah, if you look at the table, it's comical to see we win games and we still stay in the 10th place. Let's see. 3 points. I hope hopefully we'll move up. On a serious note, what really happened to Fofana? I'm not sure. I haven't heard anything, but hopefully it is just me thinking he's injured, but he's fine. I hope that's just the case. Wow, Kai Havertz today. Yep. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm concerned about Kukurai getting a second yellow. Those tackles he's putting in, he's timed them perfectly, but it could go wrong. What a weekend enjoying life. Yep, enjoy it very well, brother. Kai looks good in the right or forward position. Yep, that's what I'm saying. I think maybe he should be playing deeper. And I get it. Like I've always argued, people don't give him enough credit given how good he is as a creator, really. Yep. A front three. Maybe today's front three will be the starter for the next few games. Let's see if that happens. Modric did well there. Kukurea inverted fullback. Yep. I think that's what he's doing right now. Let me look again. Yeah, I think that's what he's doing. And on, yep. Now I see why Felix not needed at Atletico Madrid. And Nkunku is the man for me. And Nkunku will make a lot of difference. So Mukaro, Graham Potter, contract extension incoming. God help us. I know a great win today. I still have questions marks. A lot of questions really. If he's not paying attention to how poorly the 2 Sixers have done, good offensively, but defensively they haven't done much to help the defense. Yeah, so I have a lot of questions with regards to that. I think Kai should be playing deeper, really. Kai should be playing deeper. He will be more effective for us, and he can make good runs from there. Let's see. 7 added minutes. How topical. 7 is the magic number. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's been the most talked about number of late. Verdict on Potter reserved until he faces the next high-quality manager, that's a fair enough argument. For me, I will not categorically say whether I want him out or in until the end of the season, because that's practically what the owners are going to do. So I might as well align myself with them. But do I have questions? A lot of them. That's another reckless foul that deserves a yellow. Did he even get any? Some display there. Did we get another goal? Oh my goodness, why did he cross it back? But some pass to him there. They replaced Graham with an AI using TT tactics. I get it. Yep. When did we last score 3 goals in a game? It's been a while. I think maybe against Wolves, wasn't it? I think it was against Wolves. Wow, Kai passed to Kukurea from. That's what I'm saying. Kai Havertz doesn't get enough credit as given how again he's a fine creator. Really, he doesn't get enough credit given how good he is in creating chances. His passing ability. I'm being honest, and I'll keep saying it. Look at that pass, and it looks like we're better off playing him deeper. Yeah, because we're wasting his talent playing him as a pivot in the 3-man front up front, if that makes sense. Yep, that pass was excellent. I like his deeper role. Yeah, you see him producing more from there. Kachila is so excited. I am. Good, you could sense that. So I am excited. I like the win. Like the manager or not, Chelsea is a club I support. Kovacic should not leave this club. I hope Chelsea don't do that. I hope it will be a mistake. But I think giving him the armband shows you they value him and probably would want to keep him. And I hope he wants to stay because there won't be shortage of clubs looking to take him from us. I hope he stays, really. He shouldn't leave. I hope they don't make that mistake. Koulibaly competently playing right across the back three today. Players don't become crap overnight. Yeah, they don't. I've always had faith in him. I didn't give up on him, even when too many people were saying it's over for him and he gets sold in the summer. I didn't think about that. One away win from my 4-1 prediction. Okay, 1 goal away. Okay, let's see what happens there. Coach, before we had Mason's dilemma in the deep role. Okay, is that a follow-up question? Mason, actually, I never liked seeing Mason in the deep role. If anything, he does well as one of the 2-8s. I think that's the best position I've seen him play for Chelsea. Now that Mount is out, GP is experimenting. This is experimenting this to the fullest. He has to accommodate the players. He played good as an 8. 8 is the best position I've seen him play for Chelsea. Let's see. Nice to see you, Michelle. Thank you so much for finding the time to join the show. Appreciate that. What a difference a few wins makes to confidence in the players and fans. A hard-fought game, but good performance. And like I said, during that game against Dortmund, the home game against Dortmund, we scored 2 goals. Some people are saying we were lucky to have scored those 2 goals. A penalty and one that Raheem Sterling nearly flopped. I get it. But those goals, it doesn't matter how they went in. The most important thing is that we scored goals. And that as you can see, it has done a world of good to the players. So their confidence overall, they played well in terms of asserting themselves. We've seen this is a better display than what we've seen in a while. Not the best, and I know they're capable of doing more, but I'll take it. Kachila, more hypnotism incoming for the poor players. Potter is the best coach in the world. Yeah, I get it. We'll be hearing a lot of that. But yeah, I don't even want to discuss him right now. The win for me is what matters. Chelsea is the entity I support. We win, we'll move on, and I'll take it. But I get where you're coming from. 3 games, 3 wins back to back. And what do you know? It's about damn time, Mr. Potter. Could have saved yourself a lot of banner. He could have. banter, so to speak. Dortmund win reminded them that they are top players. We won. For some reason, Coach Chalobah looks so fashionable, like stand out from the rest of the players. Must be his his fashion model. Imagine lingering in my head. Maybe drop down. More importantly, 3 points taken, and it's 3 wins in a row. I'll take it without wasting time. Bobby, coming to you. I'm sure you enjoyed this one. Your thoughts on the display? We're gonna keep it short because we will do either later in the day. I'm not sure if it makes sense. I think if there's a 12 p.m. game, then it wouldn't make sense to have an evening show. But Bobby, your thoughts on the game overall? It's a convincing win. Yep, because we could have scored more. It's a convincing win to me. I'll take it. I get it. I still have questions over Potter, whether Potter is the man or not. But yeah, your thoughts, Bobby.
Yeah, I mean, it's very important, and we are in the right direction. We did what we had to do. We should not even be talking of a draw against Leicester. You know, a win is what's needed. More goals, perhaps. We should be working on that. Some of our finishing today was just more than, in fact, all our finishing was excellent. It's just, the least you can expect from a Chelsea team. Look, I'm not going to get too carried away, if that's a cliche or not. I don't know. But I will
Mm-hmm,
say I'm satisfied, and I think we should all be satisfied. We still have another game. Is it Villa next at home?
mm-hmm,
And we just continue there. Liverpool, all these are must wins. We've won today, but we remain in 10th position. That tells you everything, and the journey back up that league, how arduous it is. But yeah, I'm very happy. I remain concerned also with the officiating. I have to say this. This officiating against Chelsea is too much. It really is. It's killing the spectacle as a sport, and the FA need to step in now. I mean, as I've said, on a day where Barcelona have several charges for financial obscurities with the officials dating back to 2001.
mm-hmm,
I think the 2009 semi-final, the Champions League that we played against them, comes to mind as to how disgraceful the officiating was then. Officiating has to be a topical issue now, and especially against Chelsea Football Club. It's no coincidence. But all in all, a very satisfactory day, nice goals, and we have to continue this way onwards now.
mm-hmm. What do you make of Modric's performance? That assist he got, to me, that goal that was disallowed, even though it was disallowed, I think it will go a long way for his confidence. And getting an assist also will go a long way for his confidence. And as you can see, all we need to do is actually find him whenever he makes that run. Just find
Yeah, I
him.
mean,
Yeah. And the
I,
offside
I've
call was really tight. Go ahead.
yeah, I've seen bits of it. Yeah, offsides, we don't get those, do we? If it's tight, then it's going against us.
Hmm.
I've seen bits of it. Unfortunately, I didn't really watch the game, so that's why I didn't say much during the the match uh, uh, live coverage, because I wasn't seeing the game.
Hmm.
And I have seen clips. I've seen the assist, and yeah, Modric. This can only help him. He's still just coming into match preparedness,
Hmm.
and yeah. As I said, we have to build on this going forward. I'm so
Hmm.
glad we're even able to let rest people like Sterling. Mount is still slightly injured. Thiago is still injured, but I saw pictures of him showing he's coming back, and of course Reece James. So the squad is beginning to get its fitness, begin to get some rhythm. I just hope it's not too little, too late in terms of the league, but definitely the Champions League. We've got to go in there fighting. There's some very, very strong teams. Don't get me wrong.
Hmm.
But if we're all fit and all ready to fight, we give ourselves a fairly good chance.
Yep, and as you can see from those thinking that Pulisic was going to start this one, I was quite sure he wasn't going to start. I don't think he's match fit. It's going to be gradual. He just returned to full training a few days ago, really. But just quickly, I want to get your thoughts. I'll come back to Roger. Let's see. We needed that. The players will grow in confidence even more. Common
One
Palace.
brief
Let's.
thing, Coach, if I may.
Sorry.
One more
Mm-hmm.
brief thing. The
Go ahead.
Ruben Loftus-Cheek haters. You see how useful that guy is for us?
Mm-hmm.
Get off his back. They need to get off his back. Ruben really plugs a lot of gaps for us when we
He
need him
played well
most.
today and put in some good crosses on the carpet into the box. He was excellent. He did well. We'll look at again the players' ratings one by one. Here, Common Palace. Let's make the day even better. Palace, let them beat City. Yeah, I think they're playing against City, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Enzo Fernandez is a baller, and yeah, you see reason why I've been clamoring. He needs to be given the independence to be more adventurous. I think he'd get more assists if that happens. I think Potter, the way he deploys the 2-6s, is not tasking any of them to pay attention to when the opposition has the ball on the break, so we'll be able to stop that. But he's a baller. The assist he gives to both Havertz and João Felix are nearly identical, which means he pays attention to his surroundings and to the run of his teammates. He was able to pick out Kai Havertz with a delicious lob ball. And Kai also, again, he did it justice. The way he finished that, I think that's the better way to finish such pass, really. Some people would have tried to bring it down entirely and take their time to finish, but it was an excellent finish. The assist, yep, I agree with you. Bobby is right. It's open season on Chelsea. You could argue they're 4 points away from 6th, but yet still haven't moved away from 10th. that's how comical the whole thing it looks. 3 wins, let's go. Yep, the players will be more confident now. With next 3 points, we are easily looking top 6. There are 6 points between Fulham, Brentford, and Brighton. We can do it, I believe. Yes, we can. Whether you love the manager or not, Chelsea is the entity we'll support. I love Enzo Fernandez. He's a baller 100%. It's a 2 points to be 6. Okay, thank you for saying that, Coach. What's the update on Kante injury? Kante is back. He's training, but I think we'll have to take it gradual. We don't have to rush him back. It would be a risk. Let him recover fully. That's all I ask. They haven't updated the Premier League table yet. No, if you look at the live updates still, yeah, we're still in 10th place. I'll check again. You see flashes of greatness from Modric. In time, he will even today, I enjoyed watching him. He made good runs. The first goal that was offside, it was him that started to move from the central area, found Loftus-Cheek on the right-hand side. The Loftus-Cheek put on the cross on the carpet. Then it turned out, what's his name? Felix was tiny bit offside. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that was the sequence of events at that time. Modric started to run, and he's a good dribbler. He seemed still a bit nervous, but for the fact he played nearly 90 minutes, that will go a long way for him. For the fact he scored a goal, it was ruled offside. That will go a long way for him. The fact he got an assist, I think the rest is history. I can be confident that will be the case. Cash, Potter is now getting it right. That this is Chelsea, and we have an identity. Modric is still balling. Cannot wait for his first official goal. It won't be long. Don't wait too long. And like I said, the 2 goals we scored against Dortmund. It doesn't matter how we scored those goals, but those goals is a start of something that we all would like to see. When you struggle to score goals, once you get a goal, whether it was a handball counted as a goal, it does go a long way. I told you 3, Coach. Yep, I remember that. So yeah, we're winning. Chelsea can finish top 4, mathematically possible, but it's difficult to say. Modric, Koulibaly assist. Wow. I'm going to talk about Koulibaly's assist in a special way. Hi to you too. I got more. I hope you're doing well. Loftus-Cheek is a defensive liability. He didn't start in that role for his defensive capabilities. He started in that role was again the structure in itself was with an attacking intent. The wing backs, the primary role was to attack. Not how many times do you see Chilwell in the defensive area? Really, if that makes sense. I'm still Potter out. Okay, that's you. You can also write in a diary too, so you don't forget. if that makes sense. This team are getting to understand Potter's philosophy. I am glad I saw in the pressure. Okay, focus. Okay, let me not just try to. Come on, you Blues. Let me end it with that. Roger, your thoughts on the display overall, and I want you to say something about how important that assist, even the disqualified goal, disallowed goal for Modric, and the fact he played nearly 90 minutes. How important that those three factors be for his confidence and him. Let me just say for his confidence overall. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I had to look up 3 wins in a row, what it meant. I thought it was Latin.
You've forgotten, right?
Yeah. All joking aside, I was actually disappointed. Certain aspects of the game, we scored yet again for the second consecutive game. We scored 2 goals that were offside. We hit the woodwork, even though it's not wood, twice now. So that's 6 goals in 2 matches that we should have scored, with all due respect. I mean, just a lack of discipline, holding your run or not passing it soon enough. This will come back and bite us in the posterior, potentially. I thought there were some good aspects to the game. Don't get me wrong, but I'm frustrated with how we're just not clinical enough. That's as simple as that. I mean, it's time after time being offside or hitting the woodwork. It's going to bite us eventually.
But hitting the woodwork, you can attribute that to lack of luck.
Yeah, do you not think that will come with time?
No. And listen, this is only what. So I'm counting the season since the World Cup has finished. So that's been technically 15 games now. And I get it. It's a small sampling size. But I'm just saying, as a fan, I'm frustrated. Will it come? Yeah, we could have. There's probably a game where we'll score 5, 6, 7. I get it. But the law of averages, first of all, I have to say the refereeing stood out the most, or lack thereof. For starters, it was just inept. They were bereft of any competency. It was appalling, shocking, actually.
You mean the referee's performance?
The referee or the linesman or however you wish to put it, the VAR, I just thought it was pathetic. I think that needs to be spoken first and foremost. That stuck out more than anything. Second, for me, was the lack of being clinical. Maybe I'm being too harsh.
I think you are.
Yeah, but
how do you usually say it when you want to come at somebody like that? Without due respect, I think you are.
Yeah, it's possible I am.
But don't take offense, brother.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm really disappointed with how just off finishing. It's just, but you're right. It will click. There's some very good attributes. I'm really shocked. Badiashile didn't come on sooner. To be honest with you, I was really shocked
because there was a risk of a second yellow, right?
Exactly. The way that ref was going. Oh, if he coughed in the wrong direction, that's another yellow card. I mean, it was. But listen, I was really pleased with Gallagher. I thought he came on the second half for João, who's probably his ankle or his leg has stiffened up. So I hope he recovers well. I thought he had a very solid second half. I thought he was productive as usual. He was getting to the ball. He tackled well. He intercepted well. There were some good things. You're right, though, when it comes to Koulibaly. What a cross. His crosses were better than
Let's talk about that a bit more. But I want you to talk about, first of all, the importance. Yeah, I argue this. It's no different from me arguing. Even though we scored 2 goals against Dortmund, that people could argue we were lucky because Raheem nearly flopped his chance. Havertz missed and scored. But I still argue that those 2 goals will go a long way for us. How important do you think the fact that Modric scored a goal, celebrated, it was disallowed? And he got an assist also. He played nearly 90 minutes, 82 minutes. Yep. How important? And he got a rating of 7.1. An assist. He got an assist too. How important those factors do you think are for him going forward?
No, small steps, coach. Small steps. Incrementally, it all adds up. So Modric, I think, he's going to review this with the coaches. They'll look over the tape of each game. And they'll point out where he could improve, and they'll highlight his successes, and he had a lot. I thought he did well. The first half, he was playing more central, if I'm not mistaken. At least he seemed to be every time I looked at him. It was a very fluid front three, surprising, shocking. I like it, though.
And I think I'm going to start saying liquid because Grant called it liquid approach, and I think I like that. But go ahead.
Yeah, true. But it's good, you know. I'm frustrated though. I would have liked to have seen 5+ goals,
but calm down, Roger. We scored but it was too close. And one from Kovacic of all people.
Yeah, you know what? Kovacic doesn't score tap-ins, does he? He scores worldies. He doesn't score many, bless him, but when he does score, they're quite sexy.
Yeah,
you know, and he deserves it. I like that because he's a good chap for us. But the reason why is because I was proverbially sitting on the end of my couch when we really shouldn't have been. This should have been a blowout on paper and on the game. It should never have been this close. We should never have conceded, period, too. It's these little things that, you know, I don't expect perfection. There is no such thing in this game, or virtually any game for that matter. But I think they could be their undoing. If we played another team that was more clinical and more effective, we could have come. There's a possibility we may not have come back from this. This is what I'm saying.
But we won,
and away from home too, by the way.
And away from home. Just quickly, let me catch up with the chat, Coach. What do you think about my predictions? I told you we are winning. You did say that. Koulibaly masterclass today. He was excellent, and we're going to talk about him in a bit. Chelsea. Yeah, but the win goes a long way. We should have scored a lot more on them. But again, I'll take the 3 goals. When last did we score 3 goals in a match? I think the last time was against Wolves. Correct me if I'm wrong. Was it? Wait. The players have given up on Potter out now. They can do the best to lift the badge. I get what you're coming from, Lumbeka. It's been a while. I hope you're doing well. Finally, Potter now Potter now knows we're a huge club. Finally, Potter knows we're a huge club. A good man management. You could argue that Francis Witness. Thank you for saying that. Liverpool lost to Bournemouth, but they destroyed Man United. That's football. That's football. In football, 1 + 1 doesn't usually equal or always equal to 2. Next match is Everton, a more difficult one, a dirty playing Everton. You know what they do. I said that yesterday that Kai and Felix are doing a challenge of hitting the goalpost, and it happened today. Maybe it's a tradition. Let's beat them. I think we will.
Coach, what happened to Fofana?
I'm not sure. I haven't found out yet. I'm looking for news on Twitter. I haven't seen anything.
Wait, did he go off injured or did he go off injured or what?
He looked it because he pulled up his shin pad. He walked as if he was disappointed. I'm sure not about the substitution, but he looked at. I think probably injury. I'm not sure. Because if it was a substitution done because he was on a yellow. Maybe, I don't know. So we have to wait.
How did he walked off?
From the side. I think from the line.
He
didn't. He looked disappointed. I'm suspecting it may have been an injury, but I hope that's not the case. Chelsea scored 9 goals in 2.
Or limp off?
He walked off.
Sorry?
He walked
Did he limp? Was it limping?
Well, then it's a better sign. If he walked off, then there's no problem.
Yeah, I think he walked off. He wasn't limping. But it's a better sign. I hope it's something. It's not anything serious. Chelsea have scored 9 goals in 2 matches, cancelling 4 goals, meaning that Chelsea have scored 5 goals in 2 games. I think you have good time on your end to do the calculations. Not sure why Modric even makes early runs into offside traps. He has the pace to beat defenders.
Exactly.
His offside goal was stopped. And he finished well, but again, with time, that one will come with time. Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Havertz haters are in the mood. Shame on you, you wrong us. Okay, Coach, Hogwarts ball might be here. What do you think?
That's funny.
What a time to use. I'll take it. Coach, it's time Silva starts teaching the secrets of longevity to Koulibaly because we need them. I think he's an excellent player. He's an excellent passer of the ball. And we'll get to talk about his assist in a bit. 2 words,
Coach,
Potter clock. Yeah.
Coach, can I just say something? we have a goal difference of +1. Brentford has +7, Fulham +4. So goal difference could end up being the decisive factor for us. We can't.
So we need to score more goals as we play.
We can't afford to miss these opportunities.
Mm-hmm. The Kovacic goal was wide. Man came out of nowhere. Plus, there was a defender there to unsettle him. And plus, he did all he could to stop, because that was a stab, really. Wasn't it, Roger? I think it was a stab. A stab, like stabbed his feet again.
Sure. It was beautifully taken. No, it was nice. You know what? A stab. Yeah, I got
and you
it.
know why I'm laughing? The language I used to use, like, oh, it was a what? But go
I
ahead.
didn't quite understand it. No, I get
go
you.
ahead, Roger.
He poked at the ball, and he kept his knee above, and so he didn't go over the bar. 9 out of 10 times, most players put that over the bar or shank it. So, from a guy that doesn't score much, it was most welcome.
Yep, Fraser HK, very correct. I think Felix looked, again, he didn't play that well today, unfortunately. Big up to you, Eugene Naughty. I hope you're doing well. He says, big up Chelsea. Call Benfica. Give Rui Costa another 30 million for Enzo. Yep, I'll do that immediately. Hello to you too, Constantine Dante. Big up, bro. It's a happy day. The reason why Zhao didn't play second half, because he was upset giving the ball to Daka to score. So if that affected his display, then I'd take him off too if I was the manager. I think it's anything. I don't think it's anything serious. I hope so. Enzo long ball for Kai Havertz before Kovac's goal. No one other DF can do that. Yep, an excellent display from Enzo. I hope it's a cramps of Fofana, something he can overcome quickly. Coach, quick, get the ingredients. Can you smell what the potter is cooking? Not yet. Not yet. But I haven't. No, I can't. Not yet. But again, a good performance and good tactical approach. Some credit to him. First assist for my man Modric. That will go a long way for his confidence. Rodrigo is the biggest Havertz on the panel. Havertz fan on the panel. You think so? Coach coming in close. I've always known Havertz has more to offer. I've always known he's a player. Everybody will tell you. And I have a super witness in DJ. So I have fetish on Enzo long ball and his vision.
It depends what context you're using.
And look how loudly I read that. Red card tackles are now yellow card tackles, and yellow card tackles are now not even a foul when you are playing against Chelsea. The agenda is real, people. And Bobby would like to call you up as a witness on the stand, because that's very correct. Lots of offside goal is good. It's a good sign. Yep, I see that as a good sign. So, which means we're making good runs, and those that are with the ball are also finding the runners. So I'll take that. So you have good, excellent football thinking there. Big up, Kuchila. Mohaz, nice to see you. I will just clap. I understand that the process. Okay, enjoy it. Potter's cooking needs another hour in the oven. You have to twist it, really. If you don't, what's going to happen to you? Just give him some credit. But that's, by the way, Enzo is amazing. Vince Smith is an excellent player. Let me ask you this, Roger. Don't forget, we still have to talk about Koulibaly. It's important we do.
Of course.
I get it. Let's look at the midfield. Enzo Fernandez and Mateo Kovacic pairing. Offensively, they are excellent. But defensively, they don't do much to protect our defense. And especially in the back three approach, we've talked about that. You could argue that was why Patson Daka was able to do what he did in the manner he scored that goal. They should have stopped him, commit a foul or anything. I want to get your thoughts. I think we need to mix it up because these two players, they don't differ that much. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're right. There's a lack of physicality in that midfield, as Bobby would say, and I totally agree. It's quite apparent. It's very noticeable. But I think, listen, assuming that he's fit now and match fit, it'll take a few games. But once N'Golo comes back, he doesn't have the physicality, of a Zakaria, etc. But he'll scoop up a lot of balls. It's the way in which he tackles. He's unique. So I think that will that will compensate for the lack of physicality, a true physical tall person. Like who was that East European? Matic. You know, since then, you know, Matic and Angola were great together. So we need a destroyer, so to speak. But
yeah, we need to mix it up. Kovacic and Enzo don't differ. But here's where my problem lies. I think that's how Graham Potter likes it. They likes
yes,
the two of them to be more. I know you've heard me say this like a million times, but it doesn't look like people are paying attention
it's true.
because I'm sure Zakaria is fully fit for us to mix it up. And I'd like Enzo and Kovacic can actually be rotational players, but because two of them are just perfect pairing for the way Graham Potter likes to approach the game, but we risk a lot defensively if two of them start. But go ahead with what you were saying, Roger.
Yeah, and I think that they're relying heavily on the back three because you have a back three of Fofana. You know, you look at Koulibaly and either Cucurella or Badiashile. Those are seriously competent and elite centre backs.
Mm-hmm.
They read the game very well. They have the height and physicality and speed to a certain extent. So I think that they're relying on that. And that's why you see a lot of fouls on the edge of the box, or you see a lot of shots taken because of that lack of protection from the midfield. Having said that, though, these centre backs, they block a lot of shots, or they deflect passes, not literally deflect, but they make the opposing forwards pass it sideways. So I think because he looks at his back three as being so domineering, so to speak, that he to him in his mind, it's a balance, you know, where he's like, you know what, that will compensate for that lack of midfield physicality. And I think that's the way he's looking at it. To me, it's not pragmatic enough, but it depends on the opposition. When you're playing someone, with all due respect, like a Leicester, you can do that. But you can't do that against an elite team. And I mean that politely. You know, you just can't. They'll have you for lunch. I think you would need a Zakaria or someone of that ilk that can be imposing, or a Ruben, for instance, you know, that you can mix it up. Because, yeah, there's also the lack of speed from those two. Let's be honest. It's not just the size, it's the lack of speed. They can get past quite easily. You know, if you have a dynamic forward or a midfielder with like a Bellingham or or someone of speed, you know, like Haaland, he'll have them for lunch. You know, if he comes deeper a little bit. So that's a concern. But I think his last line of defense, he's relying on too heavily. But listen, it works. 1 goal conceded in 3. And I was disappointed. That shouldn't have been conceded, State. Out of everything, I'm actually more upset from a goalkeeping perspective that we conceded a goal. I'd rather have won 2-0 than 3-1.
Yeah, let me catch up with the chat and come back, Bobby. I want to get Bobby's thought on the midfield area. 2 of them are excellent players, but we need to mix it up at least with somebody like Zakaria. Yeah. I wouldn't say Loftus-Cheek. We need, if we're mixing up, it's not just about physicality. We need to pay attention, again, bring in a player that's capable of reading the game and protecting the defense properly. Let's see what we have here. Enzo is amazing. I agree with you. Kante is best what I ever seen in my life on box-to-box role. Plus, he can be charged to be more disciplined of the 2 sixes, and believe me, he's capable of doing that. And more importantly, he can read the game quite well and break up opposition play. So I want to see Kante start alongside Enzo. And when Kante returns, we surely will have a problem of too many goodies in the buffet, but not enough plates. But it works. It's a good problem to have. Yeah. I like that. It's a good problem to have. Coach, you and Beautiful Game are serious food critics. At least enjoy the taste. I enjoy the taste. I'm even telling the Beautiful Game that it's a good food. Just shut up and eat. You're hungry. Just eat the food. How has Enzo only got 7.8? This is the rating from this, guys. Yeah, don't mind their rating too much. I think maybe we'll do our own rating during the Blue Morning Show. I think I think that he will play Enzo and Kante also. Kante and Kova. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, pair them. Rotate Enzo and Kovacic because Enzo cannot play forever. He's a human being. I think we actually played him too much already. Rotate him with Kovacic. Both of them are the same. One can create you more chances and get you more goals. I still, Kovacic scores today, but I think I still think we can get more goals from Enzo and more assists from Enzo. But Kova is the guy. No matter how deep oppositions defend, or no matter how aggressive they are in terms of their pressing, we'll still get to play our football if Kovacic is on the pitch. So two of them, they differ slightly, but they're more like to like in terms of their you can say their tendency to be more offensively focused, if that makes sense. But that's, by the way, we'll move on. Not sure I am buying into all the praise for Modric. Not a praise. I'm not praising him. He did okay. I'm just saying how important the fact that he got an assist, he made good runs, got an opportunity to score. It was disallowed, it was offside, but it was tight, really. To me, that would go a long way for him. He played 80 minutes plus. You need to show him you trust him. Just for instance, in the case of Koulibaly, I think Koulibaly's performance comes down to the manager trusting him. And no matter how you argue this yesterday or 2 days ago, I would not have agreed to see what's his name, Badiashile starting centrally. No, he wouldn't have led as perfectly as Koulibaly did today. But that's, by the way, I have confidence in that pair as long as we are balling Kuchela. Offensively, yes. Defensively, they will never do anything to protect the defense. If Kovacic is captain, he will start more often. But when Kante returns, Kante will probably take that from him. Yeah. But that's, by the way, Bobby, coming to you, your thoughts on the 2-6s. My argument is this, that they are excellent offensively, but defensively, they don't do much to protect the defense. Even off the ball, defensively, they seem to be a bit confused. Sure, if your thoughts, I want to hear from you.
Look, that's what we have at the moment. The important thing is also that our injuries are coming back. And as our injuries come back, we then start to have that depth that we are looking for. I'm amused.
You mean our injured players are coming back?
Yeah. I'm amused.
No, just clarity, because you said our injuries are coming back.
Well, as our injured players start to come back, we start to have that depth that we require to be able to bring on the more defensive types or the more offensive types or the better ball distributors and so on. This is what we've lacked. We need our players back. And for those saying that is a problem, I find that absolutely amusing. And I refer them yet again to the midweek game with Bayern Munich. Take a look at their bench. This is what it takes. You can't have everybody playing. You have to have strength in depth. That's why these people earn the big money. Sometimes you're earning that money to be able to come off the bench. I don't know what these fan base think this is. This is not, those days of you have 12 players for a full season are gone. Now you need your full 25. And that 25 better be bloody good or you end up nowhere. So, I think for this game, the 6-6 did what they could. As I've said, I haven't watched the full game. I've just seen little bits here and there. And each clip I see, they've done very well. Kova, wow, he's even scored, which is quite a rare thing for him. So
and a nice
goal. That goal wasn't easy.
No. I'm satisfied today. I really am. I know it's not over. Of course not. There's still a lot to go. The jury's still out on Potter. There's, you can't judge him till the end of the season.
But, no, just kidding.
But look, but we're going in the right direction. What else can we ask for?
Bobby, can I ask you something? Who's your starting, assuming the team is healthy, who would you want starting in midfield?
I'd always play a 3-man midfield.
Okay.
You're right, I would rotate Enzo at times, but the first choice would be Enzo, Kante, and another. Perhaps someone a bit more defensive. It could well be somebody equally offensive, depending on the opposition. if the
Sure.
opposition is going to
Specific, Bobby, you want us to mix it up in the two
most
sixes, right? You
definitely,
want us to mix it up.
100%.
Mhm.
Be unpredictable, mix things up yet again. I refer to Bayern. I was watching them in their game against PSG, and what was going through my mind was, how on earth are we going to beat these people? They just looked impregnable. Why?
Very
Because they
late.
had so much quality that could come off the bench and do different things. And that's where we will be when we have. Well, I think we're only waiting for Kante now because Zakaria is getting his legs back. You know,
Do you
Gallagher
like
could
him?
drop in there. Zakaria, oh yes, you know, considering that's
Good.
what we've got, of course. And you know,
I like
this
him a
is
lot.
it. What I'm praying that we have all these guys fit and prepared for a Champions League assault. We've got to assault that competition,
Yeah.
and the next target is to get through the quarterfinals. For sure. So that's just my
Let's talk
feeling
about the
on the
Bobby.
whole
Let me
thing.
start with you. Yeah, I'm with you. Let me catch up with the chat, Bobby. I want to start with you with the Koulibaly discussion. I'm sure specifically. I don't know. That's I know. Roger is your gang member, but he
Hmm.
and I are in a gang of
The Cribs.
protecting Koulibaly since people started asking questions when we
No.
underperform. But I'm coming a bit. Goes to show the role Cover plays as a leader. I think he's a good leader on the day, really. And he leads by example too. Modric did well. I like watching him play. I think, yeah, just a bit of nervousness I'm still sensing, but I think he will be better. Tacito, for me, Enzo has to play more as an attacking, not really as an attacking midfielder. He has to start operating from deep. That's the way he likes it. He likes it, but you have to give him the injuries. He doesn't have to be the more defensive of the two. Attacking midfield, his passes are very good. If that was a 100% striker player, he could receive a very a DMF. I would put Kante. Yeah, Kante will make a good pairing with Enzo. But nice to see you there, Joan. Tassino, thank you so much for joining the show. No, my palate is used to. Okay, not undercooked sprouts. You go away now. I don't like you. What the heck? Enzo and Kante are both complete midfielders. Both will play box to box, but one will be charged to be more defensively minded. I think, but the question is, will Potter do that? It doesn't look like that's his stand. He wants them to be Italo, always offense. Bobby, midfield in PSG doesn't exist. Midfield brings victories. Now, let me come back to you, Bobby. Let's talk about Koulibaly. Even when he hasn't played enough games, he started well under Thomas Tuchel, got a deliciously taking goal from a volley. Could have had a second the same game. I think that was I don't know what game was that. I don't want to remember the game, but he scored a volley under Thomas Tuchel, and it was a well-taken goal. And
Against Liverpool?
on the ground, Potter, I think probably, I don't know. I think the issue at that point stems from the midfield. The defense weren't properly protected. And we were talking at a time where Kepa, more than 4 or 5 games, emerged as the best player. And people weren't paying attention that those again, the issue stems from the midfield, lack of proper protection for the defensive line. And when there's so much pressure on the defensive line, you see some errors. And because we weren't playing well, because we were losing games, it's a Chelsea team. The fans always try to find who to blame. And in most cases, it has always been either him or Cucurella. And I think it's been fair. It's been very unfair, really. And Roger, you were one of those that preached that wasn't fair, really. Even when the whole team underperformed, you see people still point fingers at Koulibaly and Cucurella when they shouldn't.
What's my question?
But your thoughts on Koulibaly? He's shown, I think what we need to do is trust him, and he needs to be the leader. I think whenever you charge him to be the one to lead, I think he does better, but you go ahead.
Koulibaly is clearly, all this is all him getting used to the league. I don't think all his criticism was totally unfair. There were times where he did show some shakiness. There were times where he was making some rash challenges. There are times where he seemed to be out of the rhythm. But he's a class player. His track record shows that. The only concern Chelsea fans had was, is he at his age still got that left in the tank? Because at that age, it can suddenly switch off. We've seen it happen with Shevchenko. We saw it happen with Ivanovic, although he was able to serve us for many years before he just suddenly, bang, lost form.
Yeah.
And we were concerned about that with Koulibaly. But clearly what was happening with Koulibaly was that he was beginning to get used to the league. So yeah, I don't, he's shown his leadership. He's showing his sturdiness at the back, and yeah, he's an important part of the squad for sure.
And did you see the assist for Benchua? Roger, okay, let me start with you.
The first goal.
Yeah,
Roger,
absolutely.
did you see the assist for Benchua? Wow. And others, again, he's an intelligent footballer, and that's one thing which shows if he can take good care of his body, he will last as long as Thiago Silva is lasting, because Thiago Silva is still on it. He hasn't retired. He will last as long as Thiago Silva in football if he can take good care of himself. His intelligence marvels me, because he got that ball on the left hand side again, nearly close to the corner flag, right, or somewhere in between. And he had the man on him. He beat man. That's something you usually see from the wingers or the midfielders. He beat the man, and the cross was with intent. And he's not actually, he crossed it with his left foot, and he's actually predominantly right-footed. And it reminds me, it was with intent. It wasn't accidental.
He has a lot of.
Go ahead, Roger. I'll let you take it from there.
He has a lot of Rudiger in him. Certain personality aspects. There's certain flashes that I see, and I'm like, Rudiger does that. They cut from the same cloth in many ways. I'm not sure he's as, shall we say, temperamental as Rudiger, where he can be. he can show his temper a bit. He lashes out sometimes. Rudiger. I was really worried that when we had the VAR coming in, I was scared that he may be sent off a lot more. But he was petulant. But you see with Koulibaly, you see flashes of his maturity. He can read the game well. He's very physical.
How do you think they differ? Since you're still talking about the two players, how do you think they differ?
Well, I think Rudiger is more of an imposer. I think this chap reads the game very differently, from what I can see.
It's more of his footballing intelligence is higher than that of Rudiger.
Yeah, because he played predominantly in Italy for the longest time, so he's more schooled, he's more refined in that regard. I mean, didn't Rudiger come from Italy also, or did he have a stint in Italy? I can't recall.
From right back, I think right back position for I think he was Roma.
Was it Roma? Yeah, I can't recall, to be honest with you. But listen, they're both very good defensively.
Yeah, it was Roma. Yeah,
Koulibaly is an elite player. He hasn't exactly lit up the league, but he hasn't been poor either. He's had one shaky game with those 2 yellow cards. Other than that, he's been solid, especially in the centre.
In the Champions League also been excellent.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's a different pace. It's a different kind of game. I think the Premier League, it does, how shall I put this? It illustrates it. If you're not fast enough or physical enough, it will find you out, the Premier League. You can't hide in that league after a certain amount of games, defensively, I'm speaking. And the Champions League, even though you're looking at the elite of the elite, but it's not on the same pace. It's a much slower paced game traditionally. So I think that's why he excels in that contest per se. But I think he looks. Listen, we don't miss Silva, really. I mean that politely. When Koulibaly's healthy,
we don't miss him. Yeah,
no, not really. It's pretty much seamless for the most part. True, we haven't exactly played any hugely elite teams while he's been gone, but we did well against the Germans, who are 10 games consecutively they had won. So Listen, Koulibaly.
Yeah, that wasn't easy. Anybody can say what they want. We did well against them.
Yeah, we and against a very informed top of the Bundesliga. So Koulibaly, I think there was rumours a couple of weeks ago to a month ago he needs to be sold in the next transfer window. I'm like, that's just hyperbole. That's just balderdash. That's rubbish.
And we knew it wasn't going to happen.
Our only concern is Bobby's right. Is does his legs go, or unfortunately, if he experiences a cruciate ligament injury, that could take. At his age, it would be harder for his body to recover. Other than that, he's a slam dunk, as they would say in America. That's an easy 2-point. It's an easy layup. It's as good as it gets, and that's why we paid 30-something million for him.
Mm-hmm.
It's. I'm so glad I never thought we'd ever get.
I'll catch up with the chat, then yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm happy.
Come back to the panel, so
we're not frail defensively.
Go ahead, Roger. Are you still there? Okay.
Yeah, can you hear me? We're not frail defensively. However,
yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
I'm just peed off that we give so many free kicks outside the box away. That's it. Other than that, we're good to go defensively. We just need to be more clinical up front, and midfield can be somewhat of Achilles' heel occasionally. But no, if this team will gel eventually over time, no matter who's the manager, I think. With this squad, this is a deep squad, at least on paper. And after, let's say, a year or two, this is going to be an exciting team to watch at an elite level. I think we can challenge
the squad. Again, the future is so bright, man. Just give me a second. Let me catch up with the chat. Roger, I'll come back to you in a bit if you don't mind. And if you want, we have 60 likes. We should have at least 100 likes. Please, if you haven't taken a second, drop a like on the stream and subscribe to the channel. If you have, big up to you too. Santiago Muno, I hope you're doing well. And here, why is my screen taking time? Kepa Arrizabalaga is currently the only goalkeeper who has 80% of successful saves in both the Champions League and the domestic league. But you know why, again, you still see Chelsea fans saying we need another goalkeeper, sell Kepa. But that's, by the way, I think he's an excellent goalkeeper to have in our ranks. I think the only issue may well arise due to how much he's currently earning. The club may not well be willing to offer him more. But let's see what they do. Let me see. What do we have here? What is happening? Why am I freezing like this? I don't like that. Just give me a second. Something is draining the life out of my memory. Okay, I've seen the culprit here. I opened some of the stuff there. I think I'll be fine now. Porta Presa, 3 wins in 1 week at this level is very pleasing. We have to follow that up with a win next week. That's how I want him to talk. Roger, did you hear that?
Yeah.
That's how I want your clients to be talking.
What was that?
Maybe,
what did he
says
say?
3 wins in 1 week at this level is very pleasing. We have to follow that up with a win next week. Yeah, that's part of the whole thing I want to see from him.
Yeah.
And then into the international break, we will try to get the 3 points against Everton. Thank you. I think he's paying attention. And this is the first. And by the way, his first interview, when he was told, do you know how many games Chelsea have lined up? His response was, bring it on. And I was, yes, there you go. But later on, his tone changed, and I didn't like that. I want to hear him talk like this. This is Chelsea. Yep. He is becoming CFC. I want to see that more. So I enjoyed reading that. I want to see more of that from him. My screen is free. It's not the internet is poor. I don't know why. That Chilwell and Havertz goal are goals of the month. Yeah, we haven't scored for a while. And the 3 goals are excellent. And the day we scored 3 in a single match, all special goals. If you paid attention, that of Kovacic also was excellent. Potter still managed to say in the presser, they gave everything. That's his signature, maybe. JC, for me, Havertz goal win because of assist. For me, yeah, you could count that, but Kovacic one was, you could say, the most difficult because he had somebody close to him, and it wasn't easy. And he stabbed it in. He didn't want to make it beautiful, just poked his leg, I think. I'll see it again. When Mbappe come, we are complete for the next 10 years. I hope we're able to get him. So I know you're not going to give up on him. But who was your man of the match? To me, it's difficult. It was an overall professional performance from a good performance from all of them. The only player that had questions was Felix, and rightly so. He was taken up in the 46 minutes. He needed to look at himself again. Let's see what we have here. What do we have? It's hard to analyze our game when there's a clear bias against us. Was a free kick really a free kick, or was that penalty against us really a penalty? Yeah, it makes sense that the referee makes it even more difficult to really look into the game. My man of the match is Aubameyang. We knew he'd collect the win. Yeah, he's so ahead of the game. It's ridiculous. What a way to phrase it. But that's, by the way, Mbappe will never come. We rejected him, if that's how you say it. Okay, let's see. Let's look at, what's his name? Koulibaly. We were going to look at his numbers. Let's look at his numbers. And then you can any other others to look at. Yeah, on my screen, and I thought I found the culprit. He played 90 minutes. 8.0 rating, goals 0, assist 1, an excellent assist indeed. Accurate passes are 55 out of 65, 85%. Usually his passes are better than that, but I'll take it. Chances created 1, expected goals. Let's move on from those ones. Touches 80, passes into the final third. He didn't do much of that today, really. 2. Accurate crosses 1.
Really?
Yeah, that was one he found. Chilwell. Accurate long balls 2 out of 8. He was poor in that aspect. Dispossessed 0 times. That's important. He's the defender. Tackles 1 out of 3. 33. Not high, but still an excellent day. Blocks 1. Clearance is 5. Headed clearance is 1. Recoveries 9. That's a high. I think he was busy recovering today rather than making passes into the final third. Ground duels 1. 3 out of 4, 75%. Aerial duels 1 out of 3, 33. Was fouled 0 times. Fouls committed 1 time. To me, an excellent display for him. Anybody else you want us to talk about, Roger?
Let's have a look at Enzo, please.
Okay. What do you make? Again, that pair is still concerned, even though 2 are 2 excellent players. And I really, again, I'd rather them be rotational for each other than 2 of them playing together. But knowing Graham Potter, he will probably continue playing the 2 of them and find a way to make up for that lack of their defensive contributions. But because you could argue that's why whenever the 2 of them start, Koulibaly plays more like a 6. You see him even
sorry to
ahead
cut
of
in,
these
guys.
2.
Sorry, Coach. I'm
tackles.
seeing Fofana walking off with Koulibaly, smiling, walking well. He's fine.
So you think he's okay?
Yeah, he's fine.
So may have been due to he was on yellow, or maybe just a precautionary measure. I'm not sure. Hopefully it's a precautionary measure. Your thought, Roger? You see what I'm saying here? The 2 6s here, 2 of them usually they're not good at reading the game. So you could argue that's why Rudiger actually, what's his name? Koulibaly actually operates more as a 6 than he is a CB. You see him ahead of these 2 making tackles somewhere here. Yeah. So that's why we need a traditional 6. Go ahead.
Who does that remind you of?
It reminds me of Rudiger too. Yeah, Rudiger does that. Who else? You have anybody else in mind?
No, just he sticks out because he was an enforcer in that regard, and I see those tendencies in Koulibaly in a good, positive way. By the way, that's a compliment. So it's good.
Yeah.
It's I nothing but positives to say.
Yeah, nothing but positive for him. I think they've all good. They got Koulibaly. They all give a good account of themselves today. I think Felix has struggled, and probably that was the reason why he was taken out. But I'm okay with it. Again, the sweeper role from Korea, very well executed. But you wanted us to look at Enzo's numbers, right? Just give me a second. Let's see what else we have here. My screen is too slow, and I'm not sure why I can't highlight those things. In the first half, our midfield was open. Enzo looked slow. Felix head was somewhere else. Modric is also missing. and mom break me. Wow, no. Please don't use that language there. I can't read that. If you want me to read it, keep it clean.
Oh,
We cannot let
rude.
Mbappe go to Madrid. With Mbappe, Bellingham, and Vadio, they have for 10 years. I hope we'll be able to get them. Let's see what my brother DJ said. That's why Felix was sub. He struggled a bit. Yep. That's why he was sub, and it's a good substitution there. Here, I would have commented Enzo. Again, they were leaving holes. They were leaving spaces. But Koulibaly was able to deal with it effectively. But again, that's why we need to mix it up here. No matter what anybody says, we really do need to mix it up. Let's look at Enzo's numbers just quickly. Yeah, thank you for saying that. Aubameyang has back problems, and some people were accusing the manager of bullying him during the pregame show, but I know that's not the case. Aubameyang has a back issue. Yeah, that's the truth. Let's see what happens here. Felix acting like a god. I am getting tired of him. I wouldn't go to that extent. Something isn't quite right. I don't know what it is. So Enzo played a 7.8 rating. He played for 19 minutes. Assist one, a delicious assist at that. Nothing easy about that. Accurate passes 68 of 77, 88%. Chances created 1. Expected assist 0.43. Forget about the fantasy point. Touches 93. Passes into the final third 7. That's fine. That's a high. Accurate crosses none. He didn't try any. Accurate long balls 5 out of 7, 71%. That's fine. That's better than Koulibaly's. Dispossessed 1 time. Defensively, tackles 1, 2 out of 4. Clearance 1. Headed clearance is 1. Recoveries 5. Passed 5 times. That's a high. You see, you know why this highlights Roger.
Yeah.
Roger, are you paying attention to what I'm highlighting on the screen?
Yeah, definitely.
Dribbled past 5 times. That's not good for his record. I think that shows you. We need to mix it up a bit there.
I think. Listen, I think with
up.
N'Golo, coach, with N'Golo brought into the equation, I think you're going to see a lot more variety. You know, you're going to see a mix and match. I think you're going to see Enzo with N'Golo with a Kova, you know, and then occasionally Zakaria. You know, assuming all parties are healthy, you're going to see this combination more often. I don't think you're going to see Kova and Enzo that often together.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. He shouldn't be saying that. That's not okay, really. That's not okay. Why? Why would he, say all those things? It doesn't make it. Even if he played badly, wow. Enzo must win man of the match. No, I don't think so. I think the difficulty of Kova's goal will probably get him winning. To me, really, I would give it to Kova, given the difficulty of him taking how he took that chance. It wasn't easy. I know it again. To some people, they think it's easy, but I don't think it's easy. Really, it was. Because somebody was there to unsettle him.
Is really impressive from the players because it isn't easy.
Yeah, I think it's a cross between Enzo, Kova, and Kai and Koulibaly. Yet again, this reminds me of the previous match against Dortmund. You have 3 or 4 players that played very well, but no one stood out more than the other, and there was not one really poor performance. I mean, I know João didn't have his best, but he came close to scoring, and for the most part, don't forget he took a huge knock in the second minute of the game, so that could
that may well have been the reason why he was taken off.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the last 2 matches more so than the Leeds matches where we're playing consistently at a high level across the pitch. This is a good sign actually, but they still have a lot more to improve on, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, I think you can still see some measure of disjointedness in the display, but here's where I think we have a lot of work to do. Is still the 2-6-6 position.
Yeah,
off the ball. I don't like their behavior.
It's a concern, isn't it?
Yeah, off the ball, I don't like their behavior because a team as Man City will exploit that very well. We're not stopping. We're not able. Physicality aside, you understand what I'm saying? Physicality
Yes.
aside, we still struggle in the midfield area. We still struggle to assert ourselves in the midfield area. We're
And we
always
lack
passengers.
speed, coach. There's a lack of
And we're like,
speed there.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. So that's really a concern for me, which means any team can play well against us.
Yeah, I agree.
Any team
If-
can play, has a good midfield well against us because our midfield, in terms of the ball behavior, is non-existent. In terms of pressing to try to stop the opposition from coming at us, I think we've been so poor in that regards, and something needs to be done. Otherwise, if a manager takes, yeah, go ahead.
We switched to a back four in the second half, but it was hard to judge it because of this sending off. So
no, but even before that, we struggled.
Yeah, indeed,
you get my point.
No, definitely. I know you love a 4-2-3-1, but I think we need to solidify.
No, it's kind of, here's the thing, Roger. Let me explain this. But go ahead. Let me let you drop for. Sorry for cutting you off. I do apologize. Explain. Despite the structure, we still struggle. Go ahead. I want to say this.
Yeah.
We actually have more people in a 4-2-3-1. We actually have more people here in this structure because these two guys, the left wing back man and the right wing back man, the truth is it's about application. These two guys, they're losses you can bench you all. Their primary responsibility is to join help overload the midfield area and attack. So we should be doing better. We have more numbers in the midfield area actually here. But my point is where the issue lies mainly is the 2 6s. Their off the ball behavior is concerning. It's concerning. They actually watch the opposition pass the ball around. The only time you see them do something is a second ball situation where usually bounced off of someone or there's a fake and then they go and get it. But in times of being strategic, marking who they should mark, stopping them from making, there were lots of space. Even Leicester City enjoyed midfield performance. And look at their midfielders. You see that? 7.2 and 7.2, two of them. That's because they had the space and they read it so well.
Yeah.
I don't know if you get my point, but go ahead.
No, I get it. I'm not sure. I think with this personnel, if we're going to be consistent, perhaps we do need 3 in midfield, coach. Maybe if we switch to a 4-3-3 eventually. I'm not talking about next week. I'm talking about just over time. Maybe we practice it in the off season. Something has to. Because we're vulnerable there. It's quite obvious to see. It's not exactly a secret, is it? We've been a little bit fortuitous that we haven't been punished enough, in my opinion. And listen, I'm being biased here, but yet again, I thought Kepa had some really good saves. He kept us in it yet again. There was one play though where he went to punch a ball and he didn't get enough on it. He should have caught it, in my opinion. But there was an opponent all alone in the 6-yard box, and he just basically took a shot, but it looked like a back pass. We were lucky we were not punished at 2-1. That was a bit concerning. But yeah, I was pleased with Kepa for the most part. I thought he played well. But I think it's early days yet. I think the coaching staff is going to have to refine what they're doing. And I think that's going to take time, coach, because a lot of these players are quite young.
Yeah, and again, please, if you're watching and haven't taken a second, drop a like on the stream and also do subscribe to the channel. And if you haven't, thank you so much. We have 62 likes, so we should be. Again, maybe I'm not specific with the poll here, talking about the likes is needed on the poll because 2 votes, 92. I have liked the video already, 92. Then we should have more likes. The likes will go a long way, please. Thank you so much for all the support. I appreciate that. This one here says, I don't know the player. I cannot tell you I know him. I haven't. This is the first time I'm hearing that name. I have to be honest. Zakaria is a solution. We all know that. I think he will make a good mix for the 2 6s. Pair him with either Kovacic or Enzo Fernandez. I think we'll be better off. But the question is, will Graham Potter do that? We don't know. It doesn't look like he's going to do that anyway. If Bourne and Potter decide to leave Havertz next season, I don't think he leaves. Do you sense? I don't see that happening. He's a player that, if you're paying attention, Graham Potter likes him, and I've said that a billion times. So what the fans think of him and Modric doesn't change anything. It doesn't. If the manager likes him, he likes him. If that makes sense. JC here says that we have also good players in midfield, and Potter will experiment also with 4-3-3. It's almost a teasing of balling now that we can play well every formation except a 4. Except 4-4-3. Yeah, I agree with you. Let's see what we have here. What do we have? Only if we, including players for Felix, Bucha, Gallagher is perfect for Diego Simeone and Atletico Madrid. That's a good argument, but it remains to be seen whether the club will decide to keep Felix. But there's still time to tell. Eugene, respect to your comments, I rate Nkunku highly, and I cannot wait till he joins us. I just worry about his injuries yet because he's injured again. Thank you so much for that contribution, DJ. Nice win for us. Top 4, here we go. Where are we at the table right now? Let me just quickly check that if the panelist wants me to look at any particular player. My screen is too slow. Let's see. I don't know how his body carries him. Let's look where we are at the table right now. Man City zeros with who? But I really want Man City to win that rather than Arsenal. I want them to win so that they win the league. So we're still 10th. Yep, we're still 10th. But 25. How many points are we on? 37 points. And this guy's 38, just 1 point, 2 points here to get to 8.
Look at the goal difference, Coach. Look at the goal difference.
Yeah, and for the goal difference, what? How many? 31. Yep.
Look, the goal difference is 1, and then if you look at Brentford's, it's 7. Fulham's is 4. If we had put away,
our goal difference is 1. This guy's 7 now. Looking at it correctly, 4. 14 for Brighton. Wow.
So we need to start
18.
being more clinical.
We have how many goals in total? We've considered too many. We scored 27 minus 26, so 1 left. Yeah, we've been poor in front of goal, and that's concerning. Really, that's concerning. Which means you're saying what you're saying from that? You're saying top 4 is mathematically impossible.
Well, I mean, you're looking at basically a point. Our goal difference equates to a point, an extra point behind. You know, so if we're equal on points with someone else, that means they're ahead of us. You know, based on goal difference. So that it does matter. If we had scored 6 goals in the last 2 matches, you know, the ones that we missed, 4 offside and 2 hitting the woodwork, we'd have a +7. So, I mean, these things matter. We're going to have to start learning to put them away. But we're only 4 points away from 6th place, Coach. You know, so
and have we not scored? And if we didn't score. The points difference isn't. Again, we're close. Here's the thing: had we not scored 3 today, we would have been in a minus.
No, we would have been equal 0. Had we scored 2, if we scored 2, we would have been equal. Would have been a 0.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. But still, it's a concerning, really.
It's embarrassing. Is what it is.
Yeah. So, anything else you want us to talk about, Roger, or should we call it a day?
You know what? Can I look at Havertz, please?
His numbers?
If you don't mind. Yeah, I'm just interested what he did.
I
thought he had a good day.
It's been three excellent games in a row now, really.
Yeah, I thought what he did, you know, he hustled a lot, and I thought Gallagher played very well also. What was our, by the way? What was our expected goal? What's our statistics for expected goal?
I think we're 1.7 something. No, it's 2 now because they've updated it. 2.35 They are 1.53. So
Wow.
it's a deserved win for us.
Yeah.
No. Let me see that again. No, they have 2.35. We have 1.53.
Oh wow, they have two. Yeah, because
Yeah,
we're playing
that's
away.
us on this side. Yeah, that's us on this side. That's them on the left hand side. Because they're the home team. Yeah. Total shots 12. They have 17 shots. Big chances 2, 3 of them. So yeah. So you could give us kudos. We tried to put away our chances because they could have won it. You saved that 2.35, and we ended up with 1.35.
Coach, when it was 2-1, we could have easily gone down. That's what I'm saying. These missed chances are going to cost us eventually. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a huge.
Wow. That's
huge.
I need to watch the game again, given the statistics.
Yeah. Ditto.
Because look at this: 3 big chances to our 2 big chances, 17 shots to our 12 shots. But maybe again, yeah, let's be clinical. Let them keep the higher goal expected goal XG, but we'll still win. I think we did well enough to win. But yeah, wow,
It's alarming.
It's alarming, really. It's concerning. But that's, by the way, Roger. Anything else, Bobby? Anything else you want to say so we can call it a day? I'm not sure it will make sense to do an evening show today, or probably we'll leave the match review for tomorrow's show. Bobby, you there? I don't think it's there. Roger, anything else? Or you good?
No, I'm good. It was at least we got the 3 points. That's the most important thing, and no injuries.
And we'll be even more confident in the next game, don't you think?
Yes. You know, we need to win versus Everton next week for sure. That's a vital game.
But it's going to be the most difficult of the last 3 games we've played. You know,
that's a hard place to go to.
Dash.
We're playing at their place,
right?
aren't we?
That's the current manager. Sorry?
Yeah, park the bus. He's going to park the bus, isn't he?
Yeah, and again, our physicality and set piece. They've already become yeah. You can see them. You can see the dirty approach and set pieces, bullying everybody and trying to score. We're home. I will be home against Everton.
Oh, is it home?
In how many days? Yeah, in about 7 days or so. Yeah, so which is good. We have time to it, and no midweek game for us. Yeah, we have time to still take our time. If you want to rest more players.
Yeah, this is why we can play the same team for the most part, like 9, 10 out of 11 players each week the same, when we don't have a midweek game. We have that luxury. So Havertz has enough recuperation time, etc. You know, that's the good news.
Yeah, I don't think Havertz goes anywhere. Again, especially for those that are thinking the club will sell him in the summer. I don't think so. Plus, Graham Potter likes the kid, and he's still a kid. 90 minutes played, goals scored 1, total shots 5 shots. Accurate passes 31 out of 35, 89%. Chances created 1. XC 0.83, that's a high. Expected goals on target 1.01, that's a high. Expected assist 0.19, that needs to improve a bit. Fantasy point, forget about that. Shot accuracy 2 out of 4, 50%, not bad. Block shot 1, touches 55. Successful dribbles 1 out of 5, that's poor. We have to be honest there. But overall, performance is good. Passes into the final third at 6. He lives there already. So accurate long balls 2 out of 3, 67. That's fine. Tackles 1. I think he got the passes in the final third when he dropped deep.
Yes.
What do you think, Roger?
Yeah.
When he dropped deep, I think that's when that number went. Tackles 1, 2 out of 3, 67%. That's not bad. Recovery 6, that's a high, given where he started. Dribbled past 1 time. That's the list of my concerns.
He's a hustler.
Ground duels 1, 4 out of 11. I get it. Lots of running in the front areas. Aerial duels 1, 2 out of 6. He needs to improve in that one aspect. In that aspect, he's a tall kid. Fouls committed 3 times. I think it's a good day for him overall. And did we look at Koulibaly? I think we did, right?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we did. My expectations are to beat Everton and Villa and then get our custom reserves against Liverpool
It's true. When's the last
Yeah,
time
it's become
anyone
customary
scored?
indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's become customary to always get a draw against Liverpool. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. Let's see. If we beat Liverpool, then we may need to have a conversation about Potter.
Now,
Wow,
what we need
you've
to do
proven
is
had to. Should I say had to get or had to convince? Roger, go ahead.
know
You
what
want
we
to say
need?
something?
When we play Liverpool, we're going to have to put on Portsmouth's kit. Okay, just pretend we're Portsmouth. It's simple as that. They're never going to believe Bournemouth. I mean, not Portsmouth. Bournemouth. They're never going to believe it's us because those games have become quite boring. To be honest with you, the Liverpool Chelsea games. It's lack of goals. I think it's 3 or 4 games consecutively now without a score. But it's a good rivalry, and I love it.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say, Roger? Otherwise, I want to say thank you for finding time to be on the panel. I think it's been an excellent watch along, and
just please, we got the 3 points. Bobby's back.
Yeah, sorry, I was all over the place. I was also listening to some of the interviews.
When you drop, I'll get the Bobby's final thought.
Yeah, I've dropped, Coach.
Were you still talking, Roger, or you want Bobby to come in?
Yeah, let's listen to my
right,
dear
ahead,
colleague Bobby.
Yeah, thanks, Roger. Yeah, I mean, look, 3 points, massive for us today. It was a big result, a big result. So I'm happy. You see, all these wins, they buy Mr. Potter the time
you said Roger nearly,
needs.
didn't you, mate?
No. Yeah, they buy Potter the time he probably needs. Yeah. They buy the players the time they need to get used to playing together, to get fit. Fitness is so important for our squad. So winning at this point, I don't even care how we win. We so happen to win well today, but it doesn't matter as long as we put in a winning performance, and we should be very happy. We take this, we're happy with this, and prepare for who is it? Villa at home on Saturday. Is it Saturday or is it Wednesday?
I think it's Everton.
Yeah, Everton. What day?
I think it's
the next game is Everton, I think.
So we have a full week to prepare. And
the next game on the 18th is Everton.
It's an important one.
Then April 4th, that's 2 weeks after.
Another week to get players back. I don't know. Will Kante be almost back?
I think he'll get like 10, 20 minutes max.
Okay.
And then international break. As long as he doesn't play for France, Bobby, then you know what? If he goes away and plays for France and gets hurt, I'm going to be, you know what?
For that reason, then I don't want to see him against Everton. Let him still be recovering because Deschamps will just mess him up.
Yes,
doesn't care. So
if you stand Deschamps, okay, he's ready to play.
Yeah, we shouldn't. We shouldn't let him go on that international break. He needs to recover. This is the problem. We never let this man recover. He needs to recover, and the French national team do that to him as well. So yeah, happy day today.
Yeah, giving players time to recover is one of the things I like about Potter. Yeah. So I don't think he brings him in. Yeah, I like that about him. He's not in a rush to bring him back, and actually,
you don't think he's overplaying.
Let's see what he does. Though. Chelsea. Yeah, go ahead.
Do you think he's overplaying Enzo? Yes or no?
I think so. But what choices has he really had recently? I suppose he could do Zakaria.
Here's where the issue, Bobby. Here's where I think the issue. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead with what you were saying.
No, I was just going to say I think he could do Zakaria cover, but Zakaria himself is coming back, and this is why I think when they're more fit, he will give Enzo a rest sometimes. I'm pretty sure of it. But Enzo his performances. He's beginning to make himself a mainstay in that team, as long as he's fit as well. In a way, he's had a very interesting introduction to Chelsea because we've needed him so much. He's been able to establish himself quicker than all the others. And once you do that, You know, what a player. He more than the others at the moment, may he still stay fit, really stands the chance of stepping into the first team quite significantly.
I think here's where the problem lies with Graham Potter. He prefers to play with this. That is the pairing, similar to that again. The pairing of Enzo and Kovacic, rather than mix it up with any defensively minded player. I think that's the biggest problem. That's the biggest problem right now. Would he mix it up? For me, if I were Potter, I'd rather I would rotate Enzo with Kovacic. I know they differ slightly. They differ, as I've explained before. One, you will get more assists from Enzo and more Enzo, but Kovacic, he helps you keep the ball, helps you play no matter how the opposition play. But two of them is you can rotate them both and pair either of them with Zakaria, like Bobby mentioned, and rotate them and give Fernandez the much needed break. We don't want to run into the ground because if he gets injured, he doesn't even take him off. And that's the most concerning aspect.
Yeah.
He lets him play the whole 90 minutes plus added time. He doesn't even take him off. Even when we were 3-1, the moment he became 3-1, I'd mix it up. I'd take him off, bring in Zakaria, pair him with Kovacic.
Isn't that what they were doing to Kante?
He's been our best performer of late.
Exactly,
but
Bobby.
He may well run him into the ground.
I mean, he's 22. I understand that. He's the youngest out of anyone available. But still, you know, don't forget, the muscle injuries are accumulated after playing so many minutes past the 70th, studies have shown. Now, true, that is mostly conducive to people over the age of, 30, I think it is. But he's young. That's the good thing. But we better not be doing this with N'Golo once he returns. He needs to play a maximum of 70 minutes for the most part, or play only once a week, because otherwise we're just going to run him into ground again.
Yeah, and I don't want to see that happen. Let's be honest, we are still rusty, and there's scope for much more improvement. That's the truth overall. But again, we're seeing improvement, and it looks like the improvement has hastened up actually. At least after the Dortmund win, we're seeing. Let's build on it. No matter again, we played against Dortmund actually in terms of chances we're creating and the sort of interplays we saw from the players. And we created good opportunities. So I'll take that. DJ says there are still fans on Twitter saying it's a paper of the cracks win. I think that's harsh. You can say maybe one game, about 3 wins in a row, playing well. That is excellent for us. Again, there are cracks, but I'll take the win. The win trumps everything else we saw today. Like I said, we have issues in the midfield area. But overall, you can see the boys, the more important thing, you can see they want to win. There's a spirited performance. It wasn't like those games where we saw a passive display, you can say lackluster display, lethargic. I don't know if you get, I don't know what
you're right.
What other word should I use?
No, you're right. And hello, DJ. How are you, sir? No, I think that's right. I think you can see there is improvement, but I think that's due in most part to the players returning and getting healthier. I think that's a major factor. Also, obviously, being more consistent with the team in addition to playing the same formation for the most part. I think these are 2 or 3 important factors that are contributing to, shall we say, small steps, incremental steps of improvement each match. By far, we are not the finished product, by far. Yes, have we won 3-0? Yes. Has it been pretty? Not really. But it's better than previous weeks, let's put it that way.
Indeed. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. If your dilemma gets solved only with a 4-3-3. How about 4-4-4? I think that's a better. It will give you more numbers to work with, if that makes sense. Yeah. Jesse, I agree. But imagine if we're not playing, that is excellent for us. Again, imagine this team starts cooking properly and winning. Great. We're cooking slightly, but I think there isn't enough fire yet for the food to be ready, to say the food is ready to be eaten. but there's some measure. We're seeing the fire is increasing. At JC, yep, indeed. Porter tried to escape from the shadow of Tuchel by using the back four, but he couldn't. Some argument there. But yeah, that's by the way. Anything else? Otherwise, let's call it a day. I think it's been an excellent watch along. Yeah, but the likes and anything to like to write home about. We're stuck at 65. Maybe I asked the wrong question. We have 96 votes, which means that the likes should be close to that vote. If that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe I didn't specifically say, please be our hero and help us get more likes on the video, because this poll shows up in the community tab, and most people just think to just like the video on the post on the community tab. But that's by the way, we move on from that. The good thing is that we're nearing 3,000 views on the back end. It shows, and I think it will get to 3,000. But that's by the way, it says Coach Asai said the next 3 games let us know who and where we are. We'll then see how far we've come, or how short of our top 4 we are. If this is all a fluke. Like I think it was Bobby that said that, and I think Roger did say something to that effect also. Look, it doesn't matter. The more players we have back, the better we perform, whether you like the manager or not, whether you decide to give the manager credit for the selection or not. Because that the more players we have available, the better we do. I hope you understand that argument. But that's by the way. Come on, people, smash the like button. Yep, let's get it to. I don't think we'll be able to get 100 today, but that's fine. That's huge. Plus 2,067 views. Actually get to 3,000 views. But I'm seeing 2,967 in the front, back end. That usually takes time to reflect on the back end. But that's by the way. Anything else I want to say? Thank you. If not, I want to say to everyone who's found time to join the show. It's been an excellent watch along. The win made it very enjoyable. I don't know, Roger. You have anything else, or should we call it a day?
I think we should call it a day. Good show. Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Bobby.
Thanks, Roger. Big up, guys.
Thank you so much, Bobby. I appreciate that. Thank you to DJ. Thank you to the beautiful game. I appreciate you, Logan, and my bro, the 343 Dilemma. I appreciate seeing you here, brother JC. Thank you so much. Midfield Dilemma. I get that. I've read that one. And the DJ, thank you so much, brother. Everyone, Jin Naughty, Kimso, my bro, JC. Everyone else that was in the chat, and the Maya Fawale, I cannot thank you guys enough. Thank you so much for finding the time to join the show. See you guys next time. God bless us all, and bye.
Cheers.